Welcome to Master Gamers Gaming. So this video essentially is going to go back after you do the rollback to re-experience the story after they changed it for the patch. So it's pretty much goes through every conversation that is linked with Chronos, Typhon, anything to do with the end game. Some things stay the same and some conversations are slightly different and some are completely different, especially like the ending. So hope you enjoy going through all the changes that occur after the reset point, and happy watching.
Few tales are told of Hades, especially whilst he is bound in chains in Tartarus, a prisoner of time, no longer ruler of the underworld. His soul's salvation and our own is the fierce princess of the dead. She has at last confronted both of her great foes, scheming Chronos, the titan of time, and colossal Typhon, the father of all monsters. Confronted, but not vanquished either one. Yet.
Head hurts. Death to Chronos. Nem, you care so much for mortal justice. Where's your passion for ours? Chronos took everything from us. You said we all should get what we deserve, right?
Well, that's the thing. If you knew anything about mortals, they had it better once, when Chronos ruled. Called it the Golden Age.
How splendid that must have been for them. If only Chronos could have been so generous with his sons and foster children. You think him being somewhat nice to some mortals makes up for what he did?
No. Look, what if this is what we deserve?
We deserve better than this, Nemesis. Living in shadows, denied our families. Don't you want justice for them? Fine.
Ready for more?
You must know the three fates better than anyone, besides maybe Nyx herself. Though, forgive me for invoking her.
It's quite all right. The fates I know full well, but Mother Nyx? We saw her seldomly. The nature of our work was such that even she would almost never get involved. Besides, she'd many other children to attend to.
I'm sorry to hear that. My mother's the queen. We've never even met since I was an infant. Nobody around here seems to know their blasted mothers, come to think.
Come now. The mothers can't be blamed. We children are insufferable at times.
True.
Hey, if you showed up just a bit sooner, you could have heard Nemesis complaining up a storm again.
That's not mock retribution incarnate, if you know what's good for you. She and Headmistress have been at each other's throats.
You know I could, like, possess her for you, right? Just kind of swoop in there, rattle around in her head a little bit, make her do some bad stuff. Embarrassing stuff. Just for a little while, I mean, if I got caught in there.
Dora, don't. Last night, Headmistress, I traversed a gate that led me to the depths of chaos, where I met its host. I've heard so much from you of Nyx, yet somehow I never expected to meet her mother and father.
An audience with primordial chaos. I didn't entirely expected that. Although, given Nyx herself has not been seen since Chronos took the House of Hades, I am unsurprised. There is no fury like that of a parent bereft of their child. Does chaos seem an ally to us, then?
I believe so.
Well, thank you, Nyx, for that.
Everyone should choose wisely, young one, ere you set forth each night. There's your arcana at the altar, your choice of nocturnal arms, your keepsake, your animal familiar, I mean, dang.
It's a lot to consider when you put it that way, Commander. But my objective is always clear. Find the Titan, slay the Titan. Free my family. Free Olympus.
Well, that was like 4
Show the Commander.
Yes, recall when last we spoke with your grim father, niece. He never was the most sociable sort. When we stopped hearing from him, we figured he was simply in one of his moods, not in the clutches of Chronos.
I have to say I was reluctant to participate in these affairs at first. A war must run its course. I often set the wheels in motion, yes, but then observe impartially. This one, however, has become a bit of an exception.
Don't quite know how we're managing managing to hold back Typhon from reducing this whole mountaintop to ash. Must be the lightning, flames, floods and earthquakes and the like. If you've got any bright ideas yourself, just come on up.
The fate's designs for us perhaps are intertwined, for we each seek our close kin. I have lost contact with my spawn and daughter Nyx, who resided in your father's house. Her influence remains, yet I feel her absence.
I guess you're getting close to a breakthrough there with Gramps and Typhon and whatnot. Don't want to rush you, Em, but this is me. I just can't help myself sometimes.
Welcome. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Remember well those words, and those that follow, lest the thrill of battle cloud your memory.
To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
A potent prayer, although here it shall avail you not. Perhaps you soon shall have the opportunity to make the invocations in the proper place and time.
Ah, so Poseidon gave you his blessing, has he now? What are you going to do? Pour water on me?
Daughter, answer me something. How is it that the Titan's armies are well organized enough to siege Olympus, when the Titan himself cowers here in Tartarus?
We have another Titan to contend with there. Prometheus is leading the attack. I don't know how exactly he got free, or what he truly wants, other than vengeance on the gods.
Is vengeance on the gods an insufficient desire in itself? I wanted nothing to do with his sentencing, but your Lord Uncle Zeus, he would always claim that he could fashion more creative punishments than I.
You are at least precise. I am quite flummoxed with that boatman fellow just outside, who has the gall to scull his little boat right to my very doorstep. The satyrs have more fear of him than you.
You ought fear him yourself. Lord Charon knows every stone in the underworld. Every drop in the 5 rivers. You say you can't be stopped. Neither can he.
That trinket peddler, crudely hawking his ill-gotten wares to his very limited base of customers, and hoarding so much gold I generously wrought. A noble ally that you have. I thought none could resist the ravages of time, but you, how?
You'll get no answers from me, and no mercy either. Now die already, and I'll collect the ichor from your veins, or whatever flows through them.
What is death to the deathless? A mere nuisance. This house is mine. Once I am gone, you shall be cast away.
I expect so. And you'll be remade and back on the throne before I can return. But I shall return, and I'll slay you again and again and again if I must.
Even if, in so doing, it meant that you would never see your dear old family again. Because the mercy I have shown to them thus far is something I may have to reevaluate.
Our family. And what do I care? I don't even know them. But I do know you will be dead here in another moment. Any last words?
For you, my girl. A mere reminder. Nothing more. Time cannot be stopped.
The prince's chambers. The mirror. So many dreams upon this very spot. Then one more. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. A connection. Step 1. And now step 2. Night and darkness. Guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. The mists of memory.
Oh, stay down, blast you. I've tried water, oil, nectar, ambrosia, but no.
That voice, it's...
What about blood? Not try blood, which would be utter madness, but I'm running out of reasonable options here. I could try asking nicely. Hair, would you mind staying down a bit? Please? This is supposed to be a special occasion. You won't listen. You're mocking me. Fine, I see how it is. Well, two can play at that, you know. What if I simply chop you off? Would you like that? I'll go get Stygius again and cut you clean. You think on it a bit. Wait, what? Is my hair getting lighter and my features getting fairer, or did I consume something that really isn't sitting well?
Prince Zagreus, please listen to my voice. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Definitely something I consumed then. Or else... Oh, this is just a dream. Hypnos has been growing rather bold with these. Is that you in there, mate?
No, Look, yes, technically this is a dream, but it's the only way I could reach out to you, across the span of time. Now please, our family is in danger, and I need your aid.
All right, slow down. It's fortunate I rather like such realistic dreams. And what do you mean, our family? Who are you? Probably one of Mother's many cousins. Wouldn't explain the eyes, though, or my father's sigil on your outfit.
Let me speak. Look, this is going to be difficult for you to accept, but I'm Melinoë, your sister. From another time, a future time not all that distant from your own.
See, that was going to be my next guess. Well, dream sister from a future time. I would never want to snap awake before hearing you out, so what's the situation? What do you want me to do?
I want you to find our grandfather Chronos and destroy him. Because there's only so much I can do here myself. He's taken over your entire house, imprisoned our father, mother, you, everybody. And now he threatens Olympus. All as vengeance for what the gods once did.
Right. When you say what the gods once did, you mean the part where they got rid of Chronos permanently long before I was ever born? Or you, for that matter. But in the not all that distant future, he returns and single-handedly takes over everything.
Yes, please believe me. I myself was very little when the Titan struck, and I've been training all my life in preparation for this very moment. But I cannot stop Chronos on my own. Will you aid me?
I'm guessing not, since this is a dream, and I'll likely just forget about it as soon as I wake up. Also, you look and sound just like a figment of my imagination would probably look and sound. Can you prove anything you've said?
You won't forget me when you wake, I promise you. As for the proof you seek, you must know of Hecate, our mother's handmaiden. She trained me for this. Seek her and tell her what I've said, but no one else.
Sister, I'm afraid our mother has no such handmaiden. Although, in some strange way, you mentioning a name I've never heard is better proof than anything you've said to me thus far. What's the matter?
It's Chronos. I've incapacitated him, but he'll return, just as he will eventually in your own time. I need to go. Before he finds me here, I need to go.
But you just got here. Look, Melinoë, was it? Will I ever see you again, or was this more of a one-off?
I found you across dreams and time, brother. I'll stop at nothing to do it again. Until then, please, let this remain a secret between us.
Right, I can't even tell Hypnos. Well, suit yourself. See you another day, sister. Or night.
Till then, from mists of memory, return to shadow now.
Whoa, hold on. What's going on with you? Never seen you so excited in my life, death, whatever. What, did you discover a new species of root vegetable or something?
Dora, I found him, Chronos, and I beat him. Withstood every trick he had, until he yielded and expired.
Oh, nice. So then it's over, right? Or what?
Well, no, he isn't dead. I mean, he isn't gone, not yet. I have to go, all right?
Yeah, all good. Personal space now.
How far were you able to go last night, Princess? You were gone for some time. I sensed the growing fear and excitement in the air. Even heard some of the rumblings.
If the rumblings were that I reached the depths of Tartarus, broke into my father's stolen house, confronted Chronos there and outfought him, then you heard correctly. Hardly a final victory, but still.
I would object to anyone but you diminishing such a victory. Is this not a vitally important component of the task you've been entrusted to complete?
Well, yes it is, but...
Then congratulations.
Go pick on someone else.
And may the fates avail your next move.
Great job last night, babe. Is that what you want to hear? Well, tough, because you won't be hearing it from me. Other than that one time.
As much as I probably would appreciate the occasional bit of encouragement from you, now that you mention it, Eris, I know it's not your tendency. I was just checking up on you.
Aw, thanks. Whenever you accomplish something important, it's like you're putting a knife right in my heart. Though, good to know you'll come around and check up on my corpse.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
Shut up!
Melinoë, you're back. Now tell me everything. You found your mark. What then?
I reached the edge of Tartarus and made my way into the house, just as we planned. Chronos was there, on my father's throne. We clashed. He lost. But I know he isn't gone, and I was unable to linger there for long.
I trust you made each moment count. We were never going to destroy the Titan with brute force alone, but soon enough, he may yet be undone entirely, provided you have more good tidings to report.
The mirror was intact, abandoned in the prince's chambers, and the incantation worked. I found my brother in the past and spoke to him, but had so little time. I barely managed to convince him as to who I am.
Then speak swiftly the next opportunity you get, and continue not to overstay lest the task end in failure. As for the Titan, study him, as I shall study what you found.
Yes, Headmistress.
You did it. You got him, didn't you? Killed the bastard for one night at least. The first report I heard I scarce believed, but by the third or fourth I'd come around. Well done, Goddess.
I'd not be surprised if our reports already say he's returned. But I got what I needed for now. And a little bit of payback, I suppose.
Aye, and he'll be sore about it, I expect. But even though we're not there yet, we needed this, I think. You needed this. On to the next phase, then?
Oh, yes.
There's talk up here that Chronos made off with the Fates or something like that. Well, those three have messed with our whole lives so much. Suppose it's only fair, isn't it?
I believe that I am an impartial being, spawn of Hades. However, even I can be provoked, as Chronos soon shall come to realize. Our experiment concerns his fate. If he believes that he can change his fate, then so may we.
Ever wondered just how gargantuan is Typhon, the father of all monsters, truly? Well, you need but pay a visit here and you'll find out. Till then, we'll just have to fend him off.
You faced the Titan in the lowest depths. That much I knew before your headmistress confirmed you vanquished him, as I had faith you would. If his life force is like grains of sand, then you took one. Eventually, all.
We got him finally, Lord Charon. The Titan can be slain. If but to complicate his schemes a little while, till we can put a stop to him for good. Yes, my father's throne shall be restored.
What concerns you?
Headmistress, why is it that we have to keep this up? I've passed your test repeatedly. We're each needed elsewhere.
You may be strong, but not yet strong enough. And evidently quite impatient, too. Shall you attempt to talk Chronos out of a fight as well?
Of course not, but I could be halfway to the morning fields by now if not for this.
Alas, that things don't always go our way. Go on now, vent the anger that you feel. We each have much of it to spare.
Say something, Homer?
How exactly you shall vanquish Chronos, someone shall have to explain to me at some point. Your witching ways shall help you to prevail where we could not, At least he hasn't yet imprisoned you along with your kin.
You found Chronos, sank your fangs into his throat. Sister Hecate gave me the gist. How'd you do it? Found some exploitable weakness, something like that?
Mostly I just kept evading a lot. He's very powerful, but must have underestimated my ability to resist his tricks.
He won't always underestimate you, though. Must have his vulnerabilities. The old are seldom wise and often weak, right? He's bloodied. Go for the kill.
You made it pretty far down there before. Impressive work. I knew you had it in you, but Grab still isn't backing down, is he? Maybe he's having second thoughts at least.
Such a cacophony occurred after you last visited. Exactly when I cannot say. All of the Titan's wretched servants flew into a panic. Their cries would not cease. What transpired?
Perhaps they were concerned for their master, or busy trying to bring him back to life. Because I slew him, finally. And it won't be the last time.
Blood and darkness. Then you accomplished that which once took half the blasted strength of Olympus. All on your own.
Not on my own at all. I had their strength, if not their support, as you've given me yours. Father, we can stop him. And for now, we can kill him.
He shall seek vengeance with a renewed zeal. This entire plot of his is driven by the same impulse. Then kill him if you must. At least, his many deaths ought to keep him occupied.
River, take me.
You dare return? You, with all that vengeance on your mind, claiming to care nothing for the family which I denied you. Good, because you certainly did not miss much. They cared nothing for our family either. Left me to rot. You are no different.
You alone care deeply for our family, is that it? Come on, they left you to rot because you gave them every reason to hate you.
They sought power I refused to share. They had not worked for it. Perhaps if they asked nicely, none of this would have elapsed. But there is no undoing past mistakes. Some family you are. Go on and try to cast me out as they once did. See what good shall come of it.
I intend to. Though if you wished to be part of the family so much, perhaps you wouldn't have waged war with them.
With them, you say, not us. You too are a reject daughter of Hades. Always shall be, and always would have been. My words.
The abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Now the mirror. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Just stay down. Ow. Blast. Thought I had you there. I had you there. You're weakening. Perhaps.
Brother?
Oh. Just as I'm about to get my hair under control. Who are you and what have you done with my reflection? Only joking. I remembered everything just as you said. Particularly since you're here again so soon. Where were we?
I was trying to persuade you to take me at my word that I'm your sister from a future time in which the Titan Chronos has usurped the House of Hades. I mean to stop him and require your assistance.
I have a wide variety of questions first, even knowing that our time apparently is limited. First off, why me? Although I am the designated security specialist around here, so perhaps I know the answer to that one.
Some security specialist. Chronos caught the house entirely off guard. But you're my closest kin. You've subverted the will of the fates before, and slain gods, if not titans. I also lack the means of reaching anybody else this way.
Well, great. I feel that strong kinship between us already. Next question. Where even is this Chronos, and what would you have me do if and when I locate him? A two-parter for you.
I don't know where Chronos is exactly in your time, though I do have a lead. His remains were scattered to the deepest pits of Tartarus, which means he's probably recovering below where you reside. As for what to do if you can locate him, nothing as yet. We'll get to that.
I hate to break it to you, Melinoë, but this isn't all that comprehensive a plan. Especially for something you've been planning all your life. Do I just wait for you to work through the details, or...?
No, look, you're a security specialist. Begin an investigation, though in absolute secrecy. Is anything amiss anywhere in the house or in Tartarus? Any unusual activity from satyrs, for example?
We've had our share of satyr problems, though not anywhere nearby. But I can have a look around. What about you? Wait, are you in my bedchambers?
What's left of them, yes. I can only reach you like this while we're in the same location across time. At any rate, I have to find the means for you to destroy the Titan there before he regains his full strength. But... blast.
What is it? Do you have to go again? Then don't wait up on my account. I'll see what I can do and speak to you when next you haunt my dreams. Take care, sister. We'll sort this out.
You make it sound so effortless. Farewell, brother. Until we see each other next. From mists of memory, return to shadow now.
She's gone. It's only me again. Hey, when do I wake up?
Brought the Titan low again. But what transpired after that? Was your bygone brother more cooperative than before?
He doesn't know where to find Chronos, though seems willing to investigate. Perhaps he'll turn something up. I still scarce believe it's truly his past self I've spoken to.
Imagine how he feels. Continue to check up on him, but not a word of this to anybody else. Time flows ever forward, and we are not meant to travel opposite that stream.
It shouldn't be possible.
Come here to gloat, huh? I beat him. I beat the Titan. Well, hardly matters. He's still alive, you realize, don't you?
I wasn't coming here to gloat, and yes, I realize. But this is still a step. If I could vanquish Chronos once, I can do it again. And one of these nights, he's not going to come back.
Yeah, because one of these nights I'll get my hands on him myself.
Then you can do the gloating, right?
So what's been going on with you and Chronos anyway? You keep beating him, but he keeps coming back. I like how pointless it seems, but there has to be more to it, right?
Come on, Eris. I'm not about to reveal the critical details of my task, especially to someone who had every opportunity to be part of it to begin with. Go about your business.
How about you just give me a little hint? Are you planning to use his own powers against him? Break free our family members one by one? Anything like that?
Not telling you.
Me.
Hey, by the way, I meant to say nice going on occasion of achieving your objective and all that. You did achieve it, right? Show Chronos the what for?
I was able to defeat him, yes, Commander. But my ultimate objective is far from complete.
Ah, well, that's objectives for you. Soon as one's complete, along comes another. But you are gonna keep knocking them dead.
If Chronos holds the goddess Nyx as captive in your father's house, along with other members of her family and yours, then I would like for that to change. Perhaps you shall release them if you use sufficient violence.
Am I to understand you gave a certain Titan a right thorough walloping of late? Mayhap I helped in my own way? Not like you took down Chronos with your bare hands, eh? The point is, good job, Witchy.
Word has it that you somehow managed to thwart Chronos just last night. Although I remain somewhat skeptical because his forces still press the attack, and Typhon shows no sign of slowing down. We have to put a stop to this.
Dressed all in spider silk. Our enemy's strength even exceeds my own. We're both Titans, yes, Chronos and I, but he is my elder, as I am yours. What say you?
His age doesn't mean anything to me. The old are seldom wise, and often weak. And he did not study under you, Headmistress. Only I have.
Just so. He is an arrogant old fool. The impression of wisdom comes with age more than the real thing. Remember that.
I am time itself. What are you? A thrall of those calling themselves gods, mindlessly serving at their whim. My children are crafty. To them, you are nothing but a common tool. And not an especially sharp one, it appears to me.
You really got him, didn't you, gorgeous? Our little birdie told me everything, how you fought all the way into those rancid depths and took that Chronos down. Though he's already back and angrier than ever, isn't he?
Nothing gets to you. A war rages between the Titan Chronos and the gods, but you've shown not even the slightest concern. What's your secret?
I don't keep secrets, Laurel. It's just that I don't care. If it doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect me. Got enough problems of my own, such as how best to get rid of all these.
This reminds me of the time I backed your brother when he was searching for your mum. I had a vested interest in the outcome, sure. But before I knew it, I really started to care. We'll find a way to help them, won't we, Em?
When first we had to fend off Typhon long ago, we dared not think the Titan Lord, whom we had already disposed of, was responsible. Surely not even he in all his arrogance believed that such a monster would bend to his will.
All Chronos probably expected was that the monster would immediately attack Olympus. How could he have awakened such a thing without our family even noticing?
With Nyx herself amongst the Titan Lord's captives, all that transpires deep within the Earth cannot be known by anyone. And now, even though both Typhon and the Titan fell to us before, we have never had to face them both at once.
Take me. Chronos!
Still in that dress?
I thought all the chthonic gods opposed you openly, but you persuaded Eris of all creatures to your side. A laughable alliance, though not bad for sowing more destruction and dissent.
I am owed credit for a great many things, my girl, but not for any such alliances with strife. What use have I for Nyx's youngest whelp? Although perhaps she is no fool, if she has rallied to my banners, as you say. You gods learn nothing from the past. Recklessly changed everything to suit your whim.
You're the one who's learned nothing, despite all the time you've had to think on it.
Oh, on the contrary, I know change is inevitable with time. The only question is, which sort? But time cannot be stopped.
To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. It worked. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
She looks a bit like Mother, doesn't she? Which means, well, blast. I never thought I looked just like him then. Only without the beard. Ugh. Ah. Hi there, Melinoë. My investigation into our grandfather's scheming has begun, though difficult to make good progress without telling anybody what I'm up to. Don't take this the wrong way, but this truly is your only idea.
Yes, I don't think I can stop Chronos here. Even Olympus is stuck trying to keep his forces at bay. And he's far too hateful and hard-headed to stop on his own.
That's our family for you. Father certainly has no love for Chronos, but he never speaks of him. Do you happen to know what went over between them to have made things this bad?
You're in a better position to ask our father about that than I am. Chronos was a tyrant, and his children wouldn't have it. The Fates themselves deemed that the gods should rule. But that apparently wasn't enough for him.
So now you want me to stop them for you? I mean, for us. I've had mixed experiences vanquishing certain members of our family before, but that wasn't forever. And you've said next to nothing about how you expect me to do it.
Look, I have knowledge of an incantation known as Dissolution of Time. It requires several complicated steps I shall explain along the way. If it works, it should unravel him.
Unravel him? That's a little vague for me, unless Chronos turns out to be a spool of yarn. Can you be more specific?
Unmake him. Destroy his ambitions along with him. Undo all the harm he caused. A threefold family bond is required. You, me, and Chronos. Then we shall infuse a special weapon with the negation of his very being. I'll get into that later.
Well, great. I think you cleared everything up. Though I'll admit I don't like having to kill off family members just because Father doesn't know how to get along with them.
You would blame Father in all this? Blast. Chronos is starting to revive. I have to go. Keep searching for any sign of him. And remember, this is for all of us.
I will, and I understand, I think. We didn't ask to be born into this, but it's what we got. We'll handle it as best we can.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. And be kind to Mother, Father, Cerberus, and all for me. From mists of memory, return to...
Chronos fell to you once more. That much I heard. It's an impressive feat, although you mean to bring him death, yet he is deathless. This seems to be a paradox.
That's right. Mortal death is not the end, but mortals often think it is. When we say death to Chronos, we mean it in that absolute way, as impossible as it may seem.
So then, to vanquish him must be at least a step toward that end. What shall become of everything if you succeed and time is truly killed? A world without time.
A world without ruin and decay. Our world existed before time and can exist without.
Those sands that you recovered from our enemy. There's something of his nature in each tiny grain, a key of sorts, to the dissolution of time. Do you concur?
I do. That very incantation sprang to mind. An expression of all you taught me of his weaknesses. A means to unravel his very being, to bring death to Chronos at last. He doesn't seem to realize it's possible. Still thinks I'm just an agent of Olympus.
'Tis merely evidence that our concerted efforts have not been in vain. You cross the underworld like a tempest, whilst I remain in shadows. But when the Titan's time at last comes to an end, I dearly wish to be there myself. To see the look on his face.
We'll get him, Headmistress.
Ought to admit it when I'm wrong. Never thought you'd get to Chronos in the first place, before I did anyway. Much less beat him down repeatedly. So, I was wrong. Sorry.
Nemesis, I want you to know it was astonishing to hear those words coming from you just now. It seems we're each more than capable of surprising the other. But mainly, thank you.
No need. Fair is fair. Had my chances to catch up with you, but couldn't get through all the pitfalls in the way. Might be I could have taken Chronos too, but now I'm not so sure.
Now don't lose heart. There's much left to be done, and we need all your strength and vigilance. We're the unseen. Together we prevail, or we fail.
Couldn't resist giving one of your pep talks, huh?
So you smacked Chronos a good couple of times now. Remind these shades in me what is to happen next. How are you gonna kill that which continues coming back?
Commander, though it's tempting to share all my latest progress, we both know I'm never to divulge the details of my task. Not even to you.
Not even to me. But can you say at least your brother, is he gonna be alright? Been worrying about the guy is all.
Your poor father. You must have been the jewel in his eye, only to have been ripped away. He would have been so very proud. Well, perhaps not proud as such. He was never big on taking pride in anything, now that I think on it. I'm proud of you, at least.
You got that bloody Titan, didn't you? Don't feel too bad you couldn't end him altogether. Not like any of the rest of us were able to, as you can plainly see. Instead, mayhaps go kick him while he's down. Happy to help with that.
I thought that I might find you there tonight. Whilst the Titan Chronos reels from your recent victory, his forces on the surface must be shaken and more vulnerable to attack.
It's strange, isn't it? He's our own grandfather. Chronos, I mean. But I feel no connection to him at all. I just want him gone.
Doesn't matter who he is. He's a threat. We're the Silver Sisters. We'll make him gone. For the sake of the realms.
Strictly business then, is it? Even still, funny how it falls on us to settle the older generation scores.
So besides whatever innate satisfaction there may be in beating up that nasty old Titan, is there a grander plan in all of this for what we're going to do? Your little godling brother, is he going to be all right?
So if you get past me again, what's next for you, Trouble? I've never seen someone go through so much just to see their family. Most of us have to try to stay away from ours.
That terrifying cloud encompassing the summit of Olympus conceals Typhon, in case you haven't heard. I'm surprised you haven't gone to see him for yourself. Anyway, Prometheus is next, then Typhon. But you first.
You're telling me you're here to pick bigger and bigger fights? Babe, I knew we had something going on, but we have more in common than I thought. Come on, let's go.
You have questions for me about a great many things. I shall not answer them, not yet. The words must first escape your lips, for one.
How about I save my breath instead? You won't know what I'm going to say if I never say it.
Yet your heart, if not your eyes and ears, suggest to you that I am not the liar that your mind believes me to be. We stand in opposition nonetheless. I am beaten, but you cannot afford to give chase. My strength shall return. The strength of Hades. Lost.
luck, husband.
She arrives. Welcome, young lady, to our family's glorious abode. You have our thanks for seeing to it that the monster Typhon failed to reach us here.
And you have our regrets that my lord husband left you to confront that horrid creature on your own. Most of the others are still fortifying the palace. Forgive our rudeness.
There's nothing to forgive, Queen Hera. I am honored to have met you and King Zeus face to face and seen the glory of Olympus firsthand. I owe it to your generous support these many nights.
Come now, Melinoë. We have a shared objective after all. And so long as Chronos sits upon your father's throne, that objective remains incomplete.
Hurrying her off when she only just arrived, husband? Although we've little here for entertainment other than Apollo's plucking. At least our enemy shall be back at our gates before long.
I don't think I can remain anyhow. I need to consult with the Witch of the Crossroads. She may have thoughts on how to rid ourselves of both our great foes at once.
We shall find a means, of that I have no doubt. And until then, we shall be better prepared to meet their charge.
Go on, my dear. We're unaccustomed to expressing gratitude, as you can plainly see. Until such time as your Lord Father and his own queen are restored, there's little cause for cheer, I think.
Perhaps soon enough.
You did it, Sunshine! I'd say I knew you would, but the truth is, I had an inkling of doubt. Especially once I saw Typhon for myself.
He was quite large, I'll give him that. It's a pleasure to finally meet you face to face like this, cousin. You play most beautifully.
Oh, anything to take our minds off of what's happening. At least you bought us a bit of reprieve so I could play again at all. Typhon is going to be back though, isn't he?
I'd count on that, but I'm going to be back as well. For now, please bolster your defenses and make ready for the monster's next attack. Now I had better go. My headmistress is expecting my return.
Can't you just contact her by boon? I'll bring one forth for you in case that works. And thanks for everything, cousin. That's for you.
May I? I'm unaccustomed to being on this side. I see Erebus, I think. Wait, headmistress, is that you? Can you hear me?
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message. Melinoë, if you can even hear me yonder, I bid you to return. We have matters to discuss.
I have to go now, everyone. Please, take care, and let the others know I'm sorry to have missed them. I'll return. Return to Shadow now.
Dissolution of time. Disintegration of monstrosity. Connected incantations, negating that which has already come to pass. And violently, terrible use of our craft.
It is. You always said such power ought never to be used, save when no other possibility avails itself. Perhaps not even then. How did you discover such incantations? You practically know more of Chronos than he does himself.
When I learned of what Chronos had done to you and the rest, I refused to accept it, but I studied him nevertheless. Power always contains the secrets of its own undoing.
Even his and Typhon's.
Even his and Typhon's.
You felled that mountain-sized monstrosity, goddess. It would be false of me to say I had no doubt you would, though I'd only a bit, I swear. So, how did you outsmart him?
Outsmart him? All I could do was keep hitting him with all my might. It helped that Lord Zeus also struck him hard with lightning bolts. Eventually it worked, and Typhon fell.
Well, your battle prowess may be unsurpassed, but your ability to weave a yarn is not quite there. When next you overcome the father of all monsters, do make of it a much more rousing tale, would you?
No promises.
Setting a little wager here, young one. These shades are making claims you felled the father of all monsters. I, however, am the voice of reason, and I say, come on.
Typhon's recent defeat certainly wasn't my doing alone, Commander. We have Olympus on our side, and more.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I said. Technically, it wasn't just you. Hear that, disciples? She had a bunch of those fancy boons, and who only knows what else.
Then you win the wager?
Damn right.
You helped us beat that bloody monster down. If only I could have seen. You're really something else, hot stuff. Of course, our good friend Typhon's already begun on his climb back up. We'll just have to make it extra tough for him.
Palace of Zeus, he says you made it all the way up to our palace, niece, and sent the monster Typhon howling to the earth. Forgive my absence. All too many water bodies to defend.
Not even a monstrosity such as Typhon could resist you, little star. Your headmistress and I always knew of your potential. Now I have witnessed you live up to it, and more.
I understand the being you call Typhon presents a significant problem for the Olympians, and now also for you. I had not necessarily expected he and Chronos would join forces. Perhaps this is why I could not detect Typhon's reawakening.
We vanquished Typhon, at least for the night, my lord. Hermes ensured that I was well supplied. Plenty of gold for you lately.
How fares the task?
I've told my brother of what Chronos has done, but he expressed reluctance about having to destroy a member of our family. He even suggested father may be partly to blame.
A complication. Your brother never was keen on taking direction, especially from your father. And now he's filling your own head with doubt. We have no recourse here, Melinoë. Persuade him or all shall be for naught.
He also asked me what exactly happened between Chronos and my father, and I realized I didn't know. Does anyone? This war he's waged, it isn't merely over who should rule.
Their precise history is of no bearing to our present state. In war, one would be wise to not give undue credit to one's enemies. If you spend all your time so deep in thought, then you shall hesitate to act, and your moment shall pass.
Little one, do not presume to think your movements are invisible to me. I see you plainly where you stand. A trespass for which you shall suffer, although regrettably not by my hand right now. Not yet.
Next time.
Such a monstrosity, Typhon. Slow, enormous, stubborn as he clambers toward our highest peak. Driven by vengeance, rage. In some respects, I do admire him. Though I am grateful you were there to dash his hopes.
Welcome to my house. You were never meant to be involved in this, granddaughter. You must have been a mere babe when first I arrived here. Alas, too late to meet. Yet even now, you are too young to understand.
I would have been imprisoned with the rest. Though enlighten me. What is it that I'm still too young to understand?
You are too young to understand the disappointment and dejection that only family can provide. But the more of us you meet, the more of us you know, the sooner you shall learn. My own family has done worse to me before, but I'm vastly stronger now. Stronger with each passing night.
You're old and tired. You don't even know why you're fighting anymore. To prove something to your children.
They took everything from me. Everything and more. Now they seek for you to take the rest. Such a wretched family, this. Leave me be.
Descend. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
That dream, which means she must be close. Melinoë? Melinoë? That's a nice name. Melinoë? Are you out there? No?
Brother.
There. Hello again, sister. You wanted me to search for signs of Chronos preparing for a big surprise, and while it isn't much, I did locate machinery in Tartarus that seemed a little out of place.
Machinery? You mean the gears that turn the ever-shifting chambers? In my time, that machinery is spread through Tartarus as far as I can see. What do you make of it?
Well, normally I wouldn't have made anything of it, but perhaps it's connected to what you're saying. I'm working on tracing where it leads.
What about you? Any word on how we ought to proceed?
We need a weapon. The problem is that Chronos can resist the arms once used to vanquish him. On top of that, it needs to be available both to you in your time, and to me in mine. The closer to our family, the better. Can you think of something suitable?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. I have some mortal weapons in my chambers, but they hardly worked at any point. A weapon both in my time and in yours. And none of the infernal arms will do.
Give it some thought, but please make haste. Chronos shall realize what I'm up to here eventually, and this connection weakens every night. For now, I'd better go.
Hold on. What happened to the servants of this house? To my friends? Loves of my life? You said Chronos took everybody. Did you mean everybody, or...
Well, no. Hypnos is with us, but fast asleep. Commander Schelemius, too. He's marshalling the Shades still loyal to our father. Poor Cerberus has been cast out into the morning fields. But as for all the rest...
Oh, at least the good Commander Schelemius made it out. But Nyx, Achilles, Thanatos, Megara, Deusa, Orpheus... Our grandfather has all of them locked up.
He has our father bound in chains in Tartarus. I understand he's trapped the others, frozen them in time. But we can break his hold on them. I'm certain that we can. Goodbye for now, brother. Think of a weapon we can use to set this right.
Sure thing. I think of weapons all the time.
You think that you achieved a victory, witch? You merely prolonged your demise, for the Titan whom you vanquished possesses but the smallest fraction of my power.
So you heard. I'm surprised and humbled that you deigned to pay my meager accomplishments any heed, O Spirit. How did you know?
I am all-knowing.
Also, the Shades out there were going off about it. Some of them are right outside the tent. Told them can't come in, but they're still out there, I think.
Thank you for keeping them at bay.
Toward your goal.
I figured that you knew something of the nocturnal arms, Lord Moros. But your connection to Ignia might not have guessed. You once wielded the umbral flames yourself. I revealed an aspect of them that could only be your own.
Princess, I take it you're not saying this for sake of jest, so please believe in turn that I have never used the flames before. I know them only by reputation. Can you be certain that this aspect is my own? I've many relatives.
Yes, I think it is. The nocturnal arms bond with their bearers in such a way that their connections to other bearers become almost like shared memories.
Although these glimpses can be both of bearers past and still to come, true? So it may be that I shall bear those flames in some other age in which the realm's in need. I trust the fates must have wanted me to know in advance.
Speaking as someone with no small experience starting wars, I gotta say, just because I'm not working for Chronos doesn't mean I don't respect what he's been able to achieve.
Eris, that was one of the worst sentences I think I've ever heard.
Go look at what he's done, objectively, and tell me I'm wrong.
No, thank you.
We heard about the Titan's latest misfortune by your hand. Is all else proceeding as intended by your estimation?
I think so. We just need to find a suitable weapon now, and then everything that's come to pass can be undone.
Perhaps not everything, but plenty. You know the rest by heart, and I'll not pry for further details. But should an unexpected setback come to pass, tell me at once.
I shall.
Look at him all peaceful. Not a care in the world. Could you imagine?
He's beautiful. He has this wisdom about him, even asleep. Nyx must have taught you all so much.
Not really. Hypnos served in the House of Hades under Mother's care. Ran into him now and then, though. He ever wakes up? Hope I can be there when you finally meet.
Word reached me that this past night you achieved what you set out to do, young one. Major congrats on that. All my disciples and myself salute you on a job well done.
Thank you, Commander. Though this was a step toward victory I never could have achieved if not for all the training and counsel from Headmistress Odysseus and yourself.
And she even gives credit where credit...
We've always been counting on you, little niece, but still, I'd not expected you could take on Chronos and prevail. I thought at best you'd keep him busy for a while. You must be very strong, like me.
Peace and Olympus managed to take Typhon down. I figure with your aid, probably Sister Selene's too. I guess I wasn't needed up there after all.
We drove the monster back, but I don't think we've properly discouraged him. Not yet, at least, though I have a few ideas.
If your ideas involve an arrow in his eye, of which I hear he has a lot, let me know. Moonlight guide you home tonight.
You and old Hecate, you must be sorting out some way to keep that Chronos from recovering, lest you wouldn't keep on going after him like this. You getting any warmer yet?
Lend me your light.
Death to Chronos. I sense that you are growing closer to manifesting the reality that we have long since sought. May you yet drain whatever light is left in him.
Our enemy surely is beginning to wonder how you are able to thwart him. Do leave him in the dark. The less he knows of us, the better.
Chronos seems to think my family bond with him is why I'm able to resist. He hasn't made the connection that you're the one who's prepared me.
You have prepared yourself. 'Tis good that you are drawing his attention and his wrath whilst I remain unseen. Slowly undermine his strength. And through our efforts, buy your mountain relatives more time.
I urge you visit us, though since we're under siege and all, perhaps it isn't worth the trip. Olympus sure takes on a different feel when you're stark. We've cut back on the feasting and frolicking a lot. Oh, how I miss those days.
That daughter of Nyx, resembling her mother goddess, is assisting with my quandary, much like you. She is dutiful, but some offspring are not. Perhaps I should have ensured all obeyed, but that would not be quite as interesting.
You've struck a solid blow against the Titans' forces, but they've started to regroup. Still, these types of victories must shake them to the core. Let's drive them back.
How is it you already have my blessing, daughter? Is that... You have our family's heirloom, the jeweled palm. Where did you get it?
I don't remember where I got it. Haven't I always had it? Father, didn't you... I don't understand.
Most likely the Witch of the Crossroads procured it, but who can say? My father's influence is strong. Time wears on memory, perhaps. But here, I can add to its power.
Take me. I'm home.
You again. I must say, I'm quite unaccustomed to so many frequent visits from my kin. Perhaps if Hades and the others deigned to call as often, our relationships would not have been as strained.
Oh, this is not that sort of call. Though I didn't realize you were merely lonesome. Are your satyr worshippers not stimulating enough as house guests?
They are worshippers, not kin. You are unfortunately caught in the midst of a dispute, and do not know the difference between having family around or not.
Because of you, and this dispute of yours. And now you'll be destroyed for what you've done. Was it worth it?
Well, when you put it that way, no. Had I not made any mistakes, we would not be here now, would we? Certainly not as such vicious foes. Yet here we are, each in turn facing the consequences of the past. Well, this was certainly a treat, granddaughter. Again tomorrow night, perhaps.
Perhaps. So tell me, Titan, is this what having family about is like? Bitter feuds and snide remarks?
Oh, yes. This is the whole of it. I may have denied it to you, but I was doing you a favor. You shall see. You shall see.
I descend. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Come on, where is she? Where is she? Don't leave me hanging like this, sister. Come on. Want to get some proper sleep eventually.
Brother.
Hey! Zagreus, my father's spear. You said we would need a weapon that's available in both our times, is close to our family, and not been used to slay Chronos before. That one should do. It's big, and it hurts.
Huh, I see how that may work. Unfortunately, I have no idea where to find this guy Zagreus. Chronos may have gotten hold of it. But that's in my time. While in yours...
Father doesn't often let me use it anyway, and it's sealed off in his chambers. There must be something else. Though at least I found the place where Chronos probably is piecing himself back together little by little.
You did? Where? What happened? How do you know it's the correct location?
Well, for one thing, it appears to be directly underneath this house. Odd place to bury one's predecessor, but Father can be quite particular with punishments. Anyway, when I descended deeper into Tartarus, I found a satyr infestation that led me to some sort of cave. I went no farther for now.
Good. And do not enter until everything's prepared. But let's go back a moment to our father's spear. Is there somewhere you could procure it?
Sure. Father keeps it locked away, though no security specialist of any worth would be so easily deterred. I'm risking an eternity of torment, but sounds like Chronos has that in store for me regardless. So, what shall I do with Zagreus, assuming I can get my hands on it?
Leave it here in your chambers for me to find. Could you persuade our father to give it to you, without letting him know exactly why? If we tamper too much with time, Chronos shall find out. I don't need its physical form, only its essence sent across our astral psychic gateway.
Details, sister. I like unreasonable challenges, and Father owes me anyway. So use some sort of oracle gathering up ancient artifacts, speaking to me in dreams and such. Perhaps these count as nightmares, what with the terrible future to look forward to.
We'll change that future. And I'm no oracle, I'm what you call a witch. We're getting closer to our goal, brother. Claim Father's spear, and I have more to do myself. I'll see you again soon. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now. How can you be so certain that there are no more weavings taking place? That rather than the fates setting the course of our lives, there's no pattern anymore, only sheer mindless chance?
I never said I was certain. Only that I no longer sensed my sister's work, and it's a relatively well-honed sense. But I've also never been apart from my sisters like this. I feel unmoored.
As though you don't know where you're going. To me, everything feels the same as ever. Present circumstances notwithstanding. How much control do the Fates truly have?
They are highly influential, I can tell you that. But can they force your every action, every thought? Of course not. You are conscious. It was your choice to speak with me just now.
But the Fates knew we'd meet.
Precisely.
You've such disdain for what we're trying to achieve. You act as though nothing was lost. Don't you want to see Nyx again? Or Thanatos?
Don't I want to see my mother again, or brother number I have no idea? No, they were even more stuck up than you. No offense.
How can you say such things about your relatives? Were they crueler to you than this?
Nyx always wanted things her way. Why should she, or anybody, have that kind of power over me? Because she made me? She didn't ask my permission, and I don't need hers.
I'm sorry.
You are required at your post, Nemesis. Or shall you take to openly defying me just as your sister does? I shudder to think what your mother would say of you two.
You have no right to invoke my mother. None of this would be happening had you fulfilled your role as handmaiden and warned her an attack was imminent.
Best watch your mouth or I shall seal it shut. You may continue dwelling on a past you were not witness to, or you may do what is expected of Nyx's daughters. Or whatever Eris is up to. Your choice.
I mustn't speak of this, Lord Hypnos, but I was able to descend to the abyss of the subconscious, and I found my brother there. Thank you for sparking my fascination with Dream. All that I've worked for. Last night, it felt in reach.
You saying you got Chronos, didn't you, Sunshine? Last night, at least, but that's the Deathless Titans for you. Never staying down for long. So you've something in mind for that, my sister says.
Chronos must be getting right sore from all your meetings here, Witchy. but ain't learned a proper lesson yet. Much as it must be nice flattening him, starting to wonder what's the plan here besides that.
You'd think the Titan of Time wouldn't be so stuck in the past, caught up in his idea of a golden age when he used to rule and mortals hadn't a care in the world. Caring's not such a bad thing, I think.
Pleased to have finally met in a more proper way, my dear. You bought this mountain of ours a bit of extra time, so we are bolstering our defenses as best we can. Thus, I'm beseeching you to hurry back.
Hello again. What has the world come to, little miss? Living on my little isle, I must have been the last to learn calamity had spread all from the heavens to beneath the earth.
And Chronos is responsible for all of it. Time apparently wishes to ruin everything eventually, though we are not about to let him have his way. We'll drive his forces from Olympus and unseat him from my father's throne.
Oh, we immortals and our warring ways! What example do we set for mortal kind? But I know certain battles must be fought, and I remain committed to Our Lady Hecate and you.
You're really never going to get out of my way, are you, Eris? You'd rather Typhon lay Mount Olympus to ruin. Although at that point, I suppose this war would end.
It sure would. But after that, things might not get too orderly for a while, and who knows what Typhon does from there. Think of the possibilities, babe.
Do you hear that? Typhon climbs the dark side of the mountain even now. Impressive that you cast him down before, but he shall not rest till the Palace of Zeus lies in ruin.
He'll be destroyed, you along with him if that's what it takes. If he were truly unstoppable, you wouldn't be impeding my ascent. You're buying him time.
I am. It's strange to think that time can be a limited commodity even for deathless such as we. But no more stalling for now. Compared to what I have withstood before, this was nothing at all. You gods have much to learn.
To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. That's the sun. Does Chronos truly wish for such a place to be destroyed? Music.
Welcome.
We welcome you.
We got that monstrous fiend once more, young lady, thanks most certainly to you. Such courage in the face of catastrophe. And our palace remains safe and secure, and further reinforced should Typhon try for us again.
You were splendid, my dear. Had things grown any more dire, we were preparing for a last resort a son of ours developed. But the cost of it is high indeed. Thus, you have saved us in more ways than one.
It's my pleasure to have been of service to our family, Queen Hera, and to see the wonders of these halls once more. Perhaps we may yet permanently dissuade Typhon soon.
And what do you have in mind on that account? Our own research has yet to yield the force that could take Typhon without also taking this entire mountain down. He's even fiercer now than when he first attacked us long ago.
I've gathered useful specimens of Typhon's flesh, and we've been studying how we can use it in our craft. But we don't yet have meaningful progress to share.
Oh, come now. Driving back that monster more than once is progress meaningful enough. My lord husband thought that your first such victory could have simply been a fluke.
Now, what I said, dear wife, was that a single victory against Typhon did not prove more such victories could be achieved. But now you've demonstrated otherwise, Melinoë, and spurred our hope that we shall rid ourselves of this foul menace soon enough.
King Zeus, Queen Hera, by your leave I ought return with what I found, in case it leads to new discoveries about how we can do just that. Thank you all for your continued aid.
You have our gratitude in kind.
It's good to see you again, cousin. Just as I was beginning to fear my song would be tonight's sole source of cheer.
Lord Apollo, good to see you too. Please give my regards to the others. I would have liked to meet, but I'd best be getting back.
Of course, you must be on your last legs. The others surely would have liked to see you too, especially your grandmother, but they couldn't leave their posts. Please accept our apologies, and let us help you to return.
Tell Lady Demeter and everyone I wish them well. Goodbye for now, everyone. May you be safe and well when next we meet. Return to Shadow now. I wonder, did the weavings of the fates foretell that I would knock the father of all monsters down the mountain last night? He didn't see it coming, at least.
No, not as such. The weavings of the fates tend not to be precise in their detail, which I know can make them a bit confounding. But I salute your victory, Princess. I'd like to think that I foretold it, even if the fates did not.
You knew I'd vanquished Typhon.
Haven't you done enough?
I had a feeling.
I'm warning you, you better cut this out, Trouble. Messing with Chronos, messing with Typhon, messing everything up. That's supposed to be my job.
You clearly did your job already. I'm in the process of undoing it. Much like how I often pick up after you here.
Well, you're not gonna. And even if you do, you'll look back on this and wish things were as interesting as they are now.
I wouldn't mind if things were boring for a change.
I would.
Hermes indicated you were instrumental in releasing Typhon's grip on Mount Olympus recently. I trust that your embattled relatives contributed their share to that result.
I may be just a frontline diversion in stopping the monster's attacks, but it worked. Lord Zeus at least was able to remind Typhon about the power of his lightning bolt. The others had their hands full someplace else.
The gods must be grateful for such an effective frontline diversion. And Chronos must be grateful for the brief reprieve as well. But carry on as you see fit. This was all part of the Titan's plan, and shall likewise factor into ours.
My thoughts exactly. I never could delve into the abyss of the subconscious with you, O Sleep. With my brother, the path was so clear. Well, we shall find another way.
Oh, look. You must have got a lot of help knocking Typhon from his perch. Oh, we all heard. You got a dozen family members all up there, some of them strong. So what do they need you for?
They certainly are capable, but they're backed into a corner on Olympus. What matters is our latest battle was victorious, and I did what I could to see it through.
Sharing in your success, or just trying to appease me? Main reason you won is that monster had it coming anyway. But it'll all even out.
What's that supposed to mean?
Answer to me. I sense a great weight bearing down on you, young one. Not quite as bad as what old Atlas got, but still.
What do you advise as my next move, Commander? To pursue our enemy in the underworld? Or come to the aid of Olympus?
Well, not to be all greedy here, but I say go wherever you can get the stuff you need the most right now. We got some stuff down here they don't got up there, and so on, right?
He really got him, man. Typhon, that is. I saw him tumble down the dark side of the mountain to the bottom and go boom. Then later saw him slowly get back up and roar more angrily than ever. But hey.
Have you been getting anywhere, my friend? I know that whatever you do not give up. But I don't rightly know how close you are to what you mean to achieve.
I'm closer than before, but how much further I have left is difficult to say. Your silk has been of so much help.
I'm glad it has, and figured that it would. Only the very best for you. And one of these nights you'll make it all the way. And maybe with my silk.
By now, that monster Typhon must remember the bitter taste of defeat, yet he does not relent. Thus, he has left us with no choice but to pursue the means of his annihilation, little star.
If there is one thing on which the accursed fates and I agree, it is that all eventually shall decay. All sprang from nothingness, and back into that chaos we shall all return. You merely hurry it along.
Let's go, Homer.
Old Typhon suffered a bit of a spill last night, but already is beginning to stir, Hermes reports. His target clearly is our summit. If only he were as easy to thwart as to predict.
I was unable to detect you for some time, but then the Earth itself shuddered, as though an object of very substantial size fell from considerable height. That must have been the being you called Typhon. Did you cause him to fall? Do not respond.
Please hang on, Father. I have to safeguard the details, but I'm getting closer to something. A way to stop Chronos. Forever.
Forever. Even when my brothers, foster sisters, and I vanquished him, we knew he would eventually be back. A deathless titan. But we thought, it would be on our terms. We were such fools.
What else could you have done? He left you with no choice, and you lacked the means to destroy him utterly.
It was for the best that we lacked such means. We would have used them and continued using them. I merely judged the dead. Or used to. I was never fit to judge the living.
Refreshing.
Hello, my girl.
You spoke before about the consequences of the past, of your own mistakes. Yet this is how you choose to rectify them. Your entire family is against you.
As ever. The only difference now is there are even more of you, all falling in line. You would excise me from my own family? Then very well. But this is the result.
You don't even want to rule the underworld or the surface, do you? You just want to get back at your children. How petty and pathetic.
Each passing generation even quicker to judge than the last. Was I the perfect father? No. Otherwise my children would have been perfect as well. And now even you are caught in this spiral. You truly think you gods are better fit to rule this world than I?
We both know that is not what this is about, Titan. And all that plagues this world is not getting any better while we perpetuate it.
If not this world, my girl, then what is this about? Do you suppose? What is this about?
Okay. To the abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Such an awful mess. Now, night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Strange, I think I feel a little stressed. While I'm asleep? Supposed to be calm and relaxed. But then again, this is more like a nightmare, I suppose. Well, that makes much more sense. I'll just calmly wait here. Is that? Good news, sister. It took some doing, but I managed to persuade our father to let me hang on to his favorite spear a while.
You did. That's great. But where is it? I found no trace of any such weapon when I passed through here.
I have it secure, except I felt a little hesitant about handing it over. Or however you need to get hold of it across this astral psychic, whatever you call it.
Zagreus, I need that spear. We need that spear. What misgivings could you possibly be having now?
Melinoë, you're asking me to permanently slay a member of our family whom I've never even met. I know it's important, but that doesn't mean I want to go through with it. I don't even know if I can.
Of course you can. What do you mean you don't want to go through with it? We're the children of the Underworld King and Queen. We do what is required of us, not merely what we desire.
You sound just like Father. There was a time I never could communicate with him either, and I sorely wish that he was dead and gone. I'm glad I never had the capability. I might have used it then.
I sound just like Father. Good. Yet there you go, comparing him to Chronos once again. Just because they're related doesn't make them anything alike. Nor is this situation remotely similar to the one you were in.
Oh, I don't know. My situation also involved family members desperately trying to kill each other.
We're trying to prevent that. At last. We'll discuss this more another night. I can't force you to cooperate with me, but I can haunt your dreams.
Well, it's a good thing I'm susceptible to threats. This was a lovely chat. See you some other nap time then.
Count on it. And mark you my words, we're going to fix this situation. We're not going to let our family fall apart.
I'd settle for the latter bit.
Brother, we shouldn't be fighting.
Your family has been of keen interest to the Fates for some time, hasn't it? Ever since Chronos learned he was doomed to be usurped by his own children.
A prophecy that was only fulfilled because Chronos learned of it and desperately tried to prevent it from coming to pass. Perhaps I'd have an easier time with the fated list if I tried to thwart it at every turn.
I wouldn't second guess too much. Later, your father and uncles drew lots to divide up their rule of the world. By chance, Your father wound up with the least desirable part, didn't he?
Perhaps the underworld best suited him. So now it's my turn to see that the will of the fates is done. If they even planned this far ahead.
They were captured, so this can't all be according to their plan. But they are counting on your aid.
I appreciate their confidence.
Hi.
You don't even speak with Headmistress anymore, do you? Makes her relationship with Nemesis look positively healthy by comparison.
She said a lot of nasty things about me, babe. And not just to my face. All because I didn't fit her model of a star disciple. I had to move on. It's just, I don't need anybody like that in my life.
Eris, you repeatedly stole from her. Kept using the cauldron to create explosives, and my tent for target practice. Vandalized Hypnos in his slumber, salted the garden, and continually harassed Shades about the way they died.
Well, Miss Perfect, so I made a few slip-ups. Doesn't make it okay for Hecate to lecture me in private, where I couldn't even get full credit for the things I did. You don't know the half of it.
She silence warded you, didn't she?
I think maybe she did.
Much is expected of you. The pressure that you feel, you never speak of it, and yet full well I know it's there. Your constant companion.
I can hardly distinguish between pressure and faith anymore. My entire life has led to this, and all of you are counting on me. Are you truly so certain in my inevitable success, Headmistress?
Pressure and faith are intertwined, 'tis true. Ever in conflict. Should the pressure utterly prevail, out comes despair. Only then do we truly falter.
You didn't answer my question. The combined might of the gods was not enough to stop Chronos before. And you know the fates are unpredictable. My success is not a certainty.
My faith is not in outcomes, 'tis in you. And I've enough of it to last. Should you find yours lacking, I shall always spare you some of mine.
Thank you for believing in me.
No need.
Got him again? Can't kill Chronos, can't kill Typhon, so what now? Keep doing this till somebody gives up? Thought we had a better plan.
The Titan thinks he took the upper hand by awakening that monster. But we'll turn that setback into our gain. Typhon is immensely powerful, a power we can use.
You really think the Titan would just offer up the key to his own undoing like that? Doesn't sound particularly smart.
The plan was always to exploit what he doesn't know.
Think he knows a lot more than you.
If I may be so bold, Goddess, you witches are reliant on your magic when it comes to fighting from afar. Ever think of taking up the bow again? I could give you some pointers.
We don't discuss the bow, Odysseus. I'm still recovering from the last time you gave me some of those pointers about it.
Ah, well, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. A single weakness in your case, perhaps.
Doesn't count.
I shall hold Chronos to account for what has come to pass, but I am not without blame myself, for I fear that I made present matters worse. You shall see whether any such mistakes can be corrected.
Right clever of old man Chronos to recruit a bunch of bitter dead against us, ain't it? We got them killed in wars and such. Reckon the payback's only fair. More chances for me handiwork to shine.
Peace.
So you get to pick your poison between going after Chronos in the underworld or coming to our rescue here. Truth is, there's been some dispute as to which is the brighter idea. But you must know what you're doing better than we.
If it is true you reached the underworld's depths and slew that wretched Titan there, then good. It likely shall take more than that, I know. But you must have inflicted some amount of pain and perhaps fear. Which is a start.
What is it like, being up against that monster at the summit? I've not faced something of that size. Not yet, at least.
I've not faced anything of Typhon's size either. His enormity is to his disadvantage in some ways, but facing him, a torrential storm, and his broodlings all at once can be a lot.
To think the multi-headed Hydra I once slew was merely one of his offspring. But there shall be worse monsters to fight in ages hence.
You gave him one from all of us. Chronos, that is. A right proper old-fashioned beating, that is.
Must have felt all warm and cozy, didn't it? Makes you want to do it again and again.
You are. That awful storm enveloping the Mountain of the Gods, why, just the other night it cleared, all brilliant moonlight in its place. I thought perchance you had achieved what you'd set out to do. But now you're back, and so's the storm.
It turns out the father of all monsters is not particularly easy to dissuade. I don't know who wants his vengeance against Lord Zeus more, Typhon, Prometheus, or Chronos.
Our Lady Hecate and you seek vengeance of your own. You've met Charybdis in the rift here, yes? An all-consuming force. When I imagine vengeance, all I see is that engulfing maw.
Again we meet. My master does not realize what will become of him once all is said and done. Do you? How abhorrent to try and steal away one's immortality.
I've truly heard it all. A thief lecturing me about stealing. Chronos took my family and more. He should realize what shall become of him.
Your father's father. You share some of his ancient lineage and his obsession with the inevitable. Come get what you desire then, but one outcome awaits as you continue down this path. Curse these old wounds of mine. I once was stronger than this. I should have expected this.
Hey!
Lord Hermes.
You've knocked Typhon around a bit, but he's still plenty mad. Isn't there something you or Hec can do to make him maybe go away for good?
If by make him go away for good, you mean have his whole existence flash before his many eyes before he's finally destroyed, then yes, that's in the works. But it may take some time.
Oh, great. Can't do things quick if they don't take some time. Well then, don't let me keep you from your research. See you later, Em.
To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It's dawn.
Few ever have laid eyes on the glorious palace of the king of the Olympians, as only those deemed worthy may enter, or even locate it amongst the mountain peaks.
Well, here it is. The king and queen.
Welcome back.
Don't be shy.
Melinoë.
How my lord husband scoffed when first I brought forth that perhaps this deadly witch niece of his, raised from infancy to vanquish time itself, could also be of benefit against the Titan siege. Glad I won that out.
Hera, dear, of course we reached agreement on that matter, else my good niece would not be here now. Though tell us, Melinoë, what news of a lasting solution to our predicament? Typhon shows no interest in turning away.
We're getting closer to something. It's very likely that the means we use to rid ourselves of one of our great foes shall be the key to ridding ourselves of the other, though we have not achieved those means as yet.
You hear that, Zeus? The greatest inconveniences we face may be resolved at once. We so like doing things efficiently.
You need but tell us what else must be done to facilitate this outcome, Melinoë. Olympus stands at your disposal here.
Please hold out as long as possible, for your blessings and support are invaluable. One way or another, I'll be back as soon as I can. Chronos may have reawakened Typhon, but that same power could unravel him.
May it be thus. We'd ask you take your time, my dear, but there's no telling how much we can spare. Nevertheless, tread carefully, and we shall be awaiting your return. Come back soon.
Oh, Flower, it's truly you. Forgive me, we must maintain decorum here, but I am very pleased to see you here before me, rather than within the dimness of a boon.
Lady Demeter, the honor is mine. I know that everyone's preoccupied contending with the siege, and it couldn't have been easy for you to be here now.
Please call me Grandmother, although perhaps not here. I was furious to have missed you when you visited before, and was not about to let that reoccur. But you cannot stay, can you?
Unfortunately not. With Typhon dealt with for the moment, I had best be getting back. I'm so grateful to have met you like this. Shall I see you again?
If the fates have any mercy in their hearts, then yes.
You truly think we'll soon get blasted Typhon well out of our way for good? That'd be a welcome change.
If we can rid ourselves of Chronos, then we should be able to rid ourselves of the father of all monsters too. And I have not been training all my life for this only to fail now.
Well, remind me never to get on your bad side, Sunshine. You ready to head home? Always good to see you, though I'd best get back to singing so that everyone stays calm. That's your boon.
We have this. We're getting closer, everyone. Please, stay safe. Return to Shadow now.
Sounds like there was a big commotion on Olympus last night, and I wasn't even around thanks to you. How'd it go?
Just great. Almost got eaten by the father of all monsters trying to distract him from destroying everything in sight. You really had to be there.
You know, babe, when somebody misses out on a good time, you gotta play it down. Like, oh, it wasn't anything that great. Or they'll feel bad they couldn't make it.
You should feel bad.
Well, now,
Eris.
I don't.
Lord Moros, I understand you can't reveal the weavings of the Fates. But could you just tell me what the three of them are like?
My sisters. Well, each is her own goddess, I suppose. Clotho, the spinstress, is the talkative one, the decisive one. Lachesis is a little more agreeable. She apportions the thread. And Atropos, she sticks to the cutting.
It must be a little imposing, knowing your sisters determine the course of every life. Even your own?
Even my own.
So there you were, alone atop the rain-soaked mountain, when out of the dark came a roar so deafening it shook Olympus to its roots. And with it came Typhon himself, more vengeful even than before. What then, goddess?
We fought. I prevailed. Oh, blast. I was supposed to weave a yarn. He kept trying to crush me with his chin, but I evaded and clambered to the top of his head, where I drove the sister blades limb and Oros into his brain.
Oh, quite gruesome at the end there, I like it. My only criticism, if I may, is that all too many tales involving huge monstrosities resolve that way. What if he were to swallow you whole, only for you to cut yourself out of his gullet?
I was just getting to that part.
Really must be making Typhon mad. What's the plan there besides that? Get so caught up in all the glory that you lose sight of our real enemy?
The father of all monsters represents an urgent threat. You'd know it if you saw him for yourself. If Olympus is laid to ruin, Chronos prevails. We wouldn't be able to stop him.
Speak for yourself. The underworld never needed any of those gods. Chronos wouldn't even be here if not for them.
Thank the fates we have you to deal with him.
Thank you, Flower, for you've thrown our enemies upon this mountain into turmoil. Even now they attempt to regroup, but with your continued effort, we may drive them back.
This matter with Chronos, it may seem unconscionable that a parent could resent their own children. But let me tell you, girl, there are moments when I almost sympathize.
Evening, that massive Cyclops Polyphemus. Saw him fast asleep the other night. Then you were able to sneak up and incapacitate him, just like that. I stay far downwind of him myself.
I'm tempted to just smile and nod through this one, Artemis, but my dealings with the Cyclops haven't involved much stealth, though at least I can get past him at this point.
And how do you get through the rift beyond the docks? You swim? You still like doing things the hard way, the only way.
Question. Tell me, ere we clash again, has your brother come to understand yet the necessity of his participation in your task?
It's been a bit of a struggle. He's found a suitable weapon in our father's spear, but he hasn't granted me its essence yet.
Then tell him what he needs to hear if that is what it takes to spur him on. I do not like having to count on him any more than you, but his cooperation is an absolute necessity.
I need more than his cooperation. I need his trust. I'm not going to deceive him, if that's what you suggest.
I suggest nothing. The task is yours, as are the methods you employ to achieve it. But achieve it.
I intend to.
The frosty goddess Demeter is urging you along this eve. Alas, there are no seasons in the underworld.
Greetings, Father.
To think that you might stop the Titan forever. In my youth, I could not believe we were related. Yet now I realize. I've grown old and wretched and wrathful, like him.
Lord Father, it was my wrath that brought me to this point. And how can you possibly compare yourself? Look what the Titan did to you.
We did this to each other. Gods and titans, doomed to live forever, yet learn nothing all the while. Do as you must, but take no vengeance in my name.
Time.
You dare return? I know why you continue to return. You seek more than these conversations of ours, but also that mirror and those squalid chambers down the hall. The single artifact I could not budge, but it is useless without Night herself.
I'm not here for this house's former furnishings. You should know, you have at least one relative who would be most distraught if you're destroyed. You alone can prevent that, if you would end all this.
Oh, I intend to, but we are far past the point of preventing the distress of this supposed relative to whom you refer. What was already done is done, and there's no turning back. Regrets be damned. That is the very nature of time. Again you lay me low, and again you waste your time. I know what it is you seek.
Of course you do. By now I think we've each made our desires rather clear.
Then go, and take a good look in that mirror whilst you flail. And do hurry, for I shall never be gone for long. Once more, you bastard.
Abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Once more, night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Oh, my dream, she says. Well, come on then. This is hardly what I'd call a haunting. Just standing around waiting to be haunted. It's mildly foreboding at best. Nowhere near the unnerving sensation one would expect. Wait. Oh, hi, sister. Back to haunt my dreams some more. I didn't like where we left off, arguing over our relatives and our duty. Besides, Father always says no fighting in this house.
I didn't feel good about it either, and I couldn't help thinking about what you said. I know you were being honest with me about your concerns. All this must be so much to take in.
Believe me, I'm absorbing it as quickly as I can. We have this sinister grandfather who's resorted to all-out war against the rest of the family. One way or another, he needs to be stopped.
That's right. And I've been trained in how to stop him, though unfortunately it requires you to do some of the dirty work. The worst of it, in fact. I can understand why you would be reluctant.
So what do we do? Say we proceed as planned. I get Gygaros to you, you do something to it. I use it to destroy Chronos in my time before he takes control in yours. Then everything would be all right.
Well, I assume so, yes. We can't anticipate exactly what shall happen in a world without time, but it's existed in that state before, and can't be worse than letting him prevail.
But if Chronos is gone, what happens to you? You're here because of everything he did.
No. If Chronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog, you. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if we don't act.
Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all.
I don't want to lose you either, Zagreus. I want you back. You and all the rest.
Well then, I'd better get you Father's spear. I'll have it for you next we meet. I promise.
Thanks, brother. Leave Gygaros in your chambers for me, and we'll go from there. For all our sakes. From mists of memory, return to shadow now. Zagreus and I finally reached an understanding. He knows what needs to be done. But I wanted to ask you something, Headmistress. With Chronos in the past, there's truly no other course but to destroy him.
Oh, blood and darkness. He's got to you, hasn't he? Your brother, at least, if not Chronos himself. Why are you asking me such things when you have come so close to the completion of your task, Melinoë?
Well, for one, we're on the verge of destroying time itself. For all you've taught me, I've never fully understood the repercussions this would have.
We cannot know such repercussions ere they come to pass. Our charge, your charge, is to stop Chronos, whatever it takes. I trust you shall require no additional reminders.
None.
How strange to be encountering this brother of mine here. So then he truly hasn't stirred at all?
Not once. Headmistress Hecate says Hypnos was already fast asleep when she recovered him from my father's house. You never visited him there before?
It wasn't my place. We each come from big families, don't we? Odd families. You know how it is.
I'm beginning to, yes.
You bested Chronos again, didn't you, Flower? We always knew he could be beaten. I once saw to it myself. But can he be destroyed? The Witch of the Crossroads must know.
Whenever you should bravely face Typhon again, I shall subdue him with my lightning bolt as soon as possible. But I cannot risk leaving my palace here for long. I'm only able to at all when you distract him first.
He didn't even get the palace tour, Hera says. Oh, dearie, if only I could have been there to show you around instead of tending to our flames. But then again, you see one of our fancy columns, mayhaps you've seen them all.
Word reached us that you defeated the Titan of Time last night, and we were most impressed. But I was left to wonder whether he experienced the throes of agony before the end. Perhaps he eventually can be dissuaded thus.
You. I can't believe Ares is helping you, not me. I kept trying to get through to him, figured he'd hear me out, but it's too stormy on Olympus. Say, would you...
You want me to ask the god of war to lend you his aid, to make my efforts to support him and his family in their near-hopeless battle against Typhon even more difficult?
Quit with the sarcasm, Trouble. All I did was ask you for a favor once, but you had to go and make an insult out of it. Fine. I can get the god of war's attention on my own.
Yes.
Answer me this one question, Titan. If you know everything the future holds, why make the choices leading to the awful punishment that you endured? Why let yourself get caught?
Our choices can reverberate through time, creating outcomes of far greater consequence. If not for my imprisonment, I wouldn't be here now, where I must be.
You suffered as you did just so I could beat you up some more tonight? You're a fraud, making unprovable claims to sound righteous and wise.
You of all gods ought to understand something of sacrifice. But for now, at least, it matters not. I've nothing to prove to you, no secrets I'm willing to share. Only my rage. The flames that you withstood. Perhaps they were never meant for you. I shall never submit to you.
To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. So bright. Zagreus, if only you could see this for yourself. They're here.
We salute you.
Blessings to you.
Typhon is not backing down, though we shall drive him back. Each night he deigns to threaten us, if that is what it takes.
Either that, or we could probably destroy him, along with this mountain and a good portion of the surrounding countryside. Although, where would we live thereafter?
We needn't weigh that possibility at all, Hera, my dear. Best not to even speak of it. Melinoë assured us Typhon could be dealt with in a different way.
I've not intended to make promises on that account, Lord Uncle. Though I shall do everything in my power to ensure Olympus stands while Typhon falls. I just need to concentrate on Chronos for a while.
Well then, pardon my bluntness, my dear, but why aren't you in your underworld? We now can hold our own, you've seen, but we cannot reach the Titan ourselves.
Do as you must, Melinoë. We shall be waiting to hear word of your success in Tartarus, and you can count on all our blessings on the way.
Take care.
Your song is such a welcome sound after a hard night's climb, cousin. It nearly makes me forget the troubles we're dealing with. All this light, however, I'm not used to yet.
We're not much used to it here either for how dark it's been of late. Though let's get you back before it drains you more. Sounds like you have to pay Chronos a visit soon.
That I do. Should Typhon rise again, I shall return. Return to Shadow now.
Which sorts of foul monstrosities were the Olympians contending with of late? As if the Titans' armies weren't troublesome enough, now Typhon's brood.
Well, imagine horrors of all shapes and sizes. Each some mix of muscle, eyes, and teeth. They climb up from beneath the ground. Some practically ooze from the walls.
And I take it Typhon has far more of these children than even your Lord Uncle Zeus, and all spoiled rotten. Feuding families, the cause of most every great war I've known.
I'd not considered it that way.
You're really helping tip the scales here. Broke through the siege and gave our relatives a minute of reprieve. Still isn't over mine, but we can get there soon enough, I think.
You should be able to hold back Typhon for a while longer. Especially now that you've shown us a thing or two about how it's done, Sunshine. You're going after Chronos now, aren't you? Well, ridding us of him certainly wouldn't hurt.
You are concerned?
What can we do for the wretched souls wandering lost in Erebus, Headmistress? An afterlife of lashing out in impotent rage.
We can achieve our task. The souls of Erebus ought to have been placed somewhere within your father's realm. And that ceased once Chronos took the throne. Go, wrest it back from him.
I am familiar with what you recently achieved despite Typhon's comparatively different size and strength. How interesting that the smallest beings often prove to be superior. Is my conception of strength incorrect?
My father, he visited me recently, demanding that I tell him where to find you. I made clear I did not know, but you are drawing more of his attention.
You're saying he tortured you, that blasted wretch. He won't need to find me. I'm about to find him.
Do not misunderstand. We merely spoke. Granted, that is a rarity in itself. You never knew what to do with my brothers or me. Never should have had us at all.
Father, please don't speak that way. What even happened with you all? I know the tales of how you vanquished him, but know so little of how it was for you growing up.
We often fought. He believed we would take after him. None of us did. And when the fates decided that the time had come for us to rule in his stead, he resisted, bitterly. But these old memories, I would leave them buried.
Refreshing.
The fates cannot help you now. You are quite dangerous, I must admit. You have repeatedly breached into Tartarus and this house. Impossibilities, if not for your tainted bloodline. And you are able to withstand my conjuring. Might I again politely ask you how?
You call that politely? You didn't even say the magic word. But since you really want to know, I'm from the future. You'll later come to realize the error of your ways and teach me to stop you before you can cause more harm.
Oh, quite an imaginative tale. A comedy. For the utterly outrageous premise beggars belief. My girl, one cannot travel back in time. Time marches ever forward, and I alone determine at which rate. How are you able to resist? How is this possible?
To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Something beside the bed. Gygaros. This must be it. No mere dream. Its essence is real. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. Headmistress, you always said to trust my instincts. So here goes.
What if something happened? Something must have happened. But then how am I still dreaming? If this even is a dream. Oh, blast, where is she? When is she?
Zagreus, you did it. I found the traces of Gygaros here, which should be what I need for what comes next.
Right. So now I wait for you to contact me again once you've infused our father's spear with some temporal nightmare curse, and I'll descend into grandfather's fetid lair where I'll drive said spear into his heart. Something like that.
Whatever it takes. But I've been giving this a lot of thought, and there's an alternative I wanted to propose. You said before you've never even met Chronos. Let's say you find him in his fetid lair. What are the outcomes then?
Well, let's see. 1, I could murder him as we discussed. 2, I could fail miserably in the attempt. Or 3, we hit it off, have a rousing conversation, and become best mates.
My thoughts as well, more or less. Bear with me, but what if, prior to striking, you first took that latter course? Got to know him, endeared yourself to him if possible.
Wait, what? We'd have ourselves a nice grandson-to-grandfather chat. I could invite him to the house for a bottle of ambrosia. He's been festering a while. Perhaps he's keen for company. You're serious?
I am, but he's been festering for far too long, and very bitter that our family broke ties with him. His ambitions likely can't be changed, even in your time. Though, if nothing else, perhaps you can use such knowledge against him.
You really do mean he and I should have a chat? So we become best mates, what then? Oh. Huh. He wouldn't take over the house. He wouldn't have to. But Father would absolutely lose his mind if he sees him again.
Take Chronos in as prisoner. As security specialist, it ought to be within your right. He probably is far too proud to go quietly, but it's a chance.
Well, why not? He hasn't met me, right? Or you, for that matter. And he can't be harder to talk to than Father. I like this plan, sister. More than the kill-on-sight version, at least.
Good. But I need assurances that if the conversation does not go the way you wish, you will not hesitate to run him through.
Then here are those assurances. If I meet him, can't get through to him, don't like him, and determine he's a threat to you and all of us, I'll kill him. Then and there.
I believe you. All my life, I had this task. Death to Chronos. But that was never the goal in its entirety. More so the means to stop him and for retribution. If there's another way to set this right, it's worth a shot.
Agreed. Well then, I'd better brush up on my spear work just in case. Besides, the sooner I wear myself out, the sooner I'll be able to get right back to sleep and see you again.
Be ready. Preparing Gygaros may take a little while, and I may have difficulty reaching you until such time, but I'll return. Till then, be well, Zagreus. Big brother. From mists of memory, return to shadow now.
She's gone again. Big brother. Me.
Should have what I need now.
Now say the words.
Your rage, monster, shall spill from you like blood. Your life force all consumed within that flood. My father's spear, Gygaros. It was there in the prince's chambers for me to find. Zagreus must have gotten access to it in his time, as I have now. One final step, then.
Not quite. We have one opportunity to use it against Chronos, and she'll take every precaution to ensure it shall have the intended result.
Entropy is the last reagent we require for the dissolution of time, but where am I supposed to find it? I found no trace as yet, even from Typhon.
Where are you supposed to create it is the correct question to be asking. A powerful enough force must be put entirely to rest. Do you catch my meaning?
I believe so. Back to the surface, then.
Your goal is within reach, Goddess. That much I know, just from how tense the Good Witch seems to be of late. Not to pry, but are you clear about what more needs to be done?
I believe so. I'd be inclined to tell you all of it, except you know how Headmistress gets about these things. Suffice it to say that the final phase of our plan is in progress.
That's all I need to hear. This phase is up to you and her. For my part, it seems you're able to get to where you need to be consistently enough.
Yes. Thank you.
Chronos can wait, for he is time itself. You turn your energies instead toward his armies on the surface, and can slow him down that way, growing stronger all the while.
What shall become of our fair mountain, love? Just recently we felt such tremors as I'd not experienced before. At first I thought it was Poseidon shaking up the earth again, but one look at him and I knew it wasn't so.
Hi, if you love flying so much, why do you keep helping me? Once my father's throne is restored, the gates of the underworld will shut, and you'll be forced to return.
I know. I would miss flying, sure. But I think I could live without it if I had to. Exist without it. You know what I mean. My plan is to just make the most of it for now. And we mortals are taught to believe nothing lasts forever anyway.
Either you're a liar when it comes to your supposed foresight, or you're letting me win. Who doesn't want a good thrashing from some witch every so often?
The difference between you and me is that you merely can suspect and theorize, whilst I know for certain. Yet there are truths that I cannot impart.
That's quite all right. I didn't think you would. I can change the future with my actions, whether I know what the future holds or not.
Take it from me, Agent of Change. The more you know of the future, the less likely you are to shape it as you desire. I knew that this would be a struggle, but hold always to the chance I may be wrong. This changes nothing.
Typhon! Your time is over! Return to Shadow now. Typhon's essence, the power to stop time. Thank you, Zagreus. Gygaros. This storm shall pass. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. Hermes probably already spread the news.
With the weavings of the fates.
Greetings.
Grandmother.
Flower.
Oh, my good niece, you are extraordinary, truly. So far as we can tell, no trace of that monstrosity remains. The deed is done. Typhon is dead.
My lord husband has been premature to declare victory before, so I shall not believe a word of this until I hear it from your lips. Perhaps not even then.
The father of all monsters is undone. Not merely dead, but eradicated, using the power of the Titan of Time and a bit of assistance from father's favored spear, Gygaros.
You hear that, Heredia? I told you young Melinoë was certain to prevail on our behalf. Our family always triumphs when we stand together with a common purpose.
I remain utterly in shock. Well now, girl, if you have truly quashed that monstrous threat, then do prepare yourself for all of us to claim we never doubted you at any point. My lord husband is already starting.
If you had not believed in me, Queen Hera, then perhaps Typhon would have been here in my stead. So thank you all. And now an even greater victory is within reach.
The Titan Chronos. You mean to likewise destroy him using the methods you employed this very night?
If necessary. Though this power that you witnessed was for Typhon alone, and likewise what we planned for Chronos is fit only for him. The Deathless cannot be destroyed unless they threaten the very fabric of the weavings of the Fates.
No time for feasting till the other deed is done then, yes? That's fine. The Titan's forces may grow far more desperate now, a possibility for which we ought prepare. We shall lend you all the strength we can for your own final assault. Come back soon.
Be safe.
The storm has passed. That monster turned the weather such that not even Lord Zeus or I could stop it properly. But now he's gone, and we have you to thank.
Thanks are owed all around, Grandmother. Typhon gave in to the combined might of the gods. I merely concentrated our fell strength. Now to press this advantage.
Perhaps not even Chronos can withstand what you unleashed. But be careful, granddaughter. Make certain we shall meet again.
We will.
That monster, truly gone. You got him. Forever. Not that my faith in you wavered since your initial victory, it's just... I still can't entirely believe it. So now for Chronos, then.
Now for Chronos, then. One encouraging result can often spur another. And perhaps all of you shall have a brief reprieve. I'm certain you could use it.
With Prometheus and such still causing problems, we won't be getting all too comfortable just yet. Especially not while our main foe's out there still. Go get him, Sunshine.
On it.
Take care now.
Now for Chronos. I'll be counting on your blessings, everyone. Return to Shadow now.
It's true, isn't it? You scoured Typhon from this world. The prophecy I saw must have not merely been about his reawakening, but his eradication. How did you manage this, if I may ask?
A complicated incantation from Headmistress, alongside the essence of Gygaros, my father's spear he took up after Chronos First was overthrown. It all worked out.
Your father's spear. In what I saw, a spear could be seen piercing through the storm. Then that must have been you. And so, the Fates truly did anticipate that you'd prevail.
Do they anticipate I shall slay Chronos next?
If I but knew.
Glorious again.
You may proceed. Time overstepped his bounds, which cannot stand. He shall be stopped, as the three Fates had planned. Pure potential.
The foul deed is done. Have no pity for that monster, only gratitude for yielding his power in his absence. Now you are ready for the final phase.
Before I depart, my brother asked something I didn't know how to answer. If Chronos is destroyed before all this, what exactly happens to us here and now?
Let us discover the truth of it together. I am certain only that this is not goodbye. The conclusion of your task is at hand. Go. End this.
I'll see you again soon.
Hey. They're saying you got rid of Typhon for good. Don't believe a word of it. What really happened up there?
Got rid of Typhon for good is a concise way to put it. Involved a rather complex incantation called Disentegration of Monstrosity and some other details best left unspoken. But yes, I do believe he's gone.
He's immortal. He can't just be gone, and if he is, why not just do the same to Chronos? Or to anybody who stays on your bad side long enough?
We've something else in store for Chronos. As for everybody else, they haven't crossed me quite as much just yet.
Yet? Huh.
How are you holding up, Goddess? My instinct is to celebrate the death of Typhon, but I never forgot the first man I slew. Or the light left his eyes.
Typhon sought destruction, and he got it. I won't rejoice in the outcome, but won't lament it either. Especially when there's more left to be done.
You have the right approach. You'll have time to recount every choice and consequence when all of this is over, but for now, best to press on and finish what you started.
The storm that had been covering the top of Mount Olympus cleared up. I figured I'd finally get to see Typhon, but no. What happened there?
The storm is gone because Typhon himself is gone. He seemed to be growing angrier each passing night. It was either him or my family and their home.
You're kidding me. He's gone as in he's gone. Not hiding, dormant, nothing of the sort. Well, that's great. What are you doing here, though? You ought to be feasting with the rest of the Olympians right now.
Need to take care of a few things.
You truly rid us of that blasted Typhon. Never have we faced such an overwhelming threat, and all we could do was keep him at bay. Now we have the upper hand again because of you, my dear.
Recently, I ceased to sense the being you call Typhon, which is unusual considering his size. I have been wondering whether this indicates some sort of trouble I am having, or if Typhon merely is no longer there. Which do you think? Respond.
The father of all monsters is destroyed, Almighty Chaos. It was an action I did not take lightly, but the threat against my family was significant and pervasive. He left us no choice.
You could have chosen the destruction of Olympus. Nonetheless, I understand why you did not. The power to unmake creations such as that. I would be curious to learn it for myself, although perhaps I would not use it sparingly.
Oh, hello, granddaughter.
No.
It seems the pathways into Erebus are not as well protected as they used to be. I take it this here's the individual who pitted you against me, is this not?
Headmistress! Headmistress, fight him! Fight! Fight back!
This headmistress of yours has considerable knowledge to have thus concealed you. But she is weary. Such that time caught up with her at last. She hears not a word you say.
Unhand her, wretch. Unhand her, or I'll tear you to pieces.
My own children tore me to pieces once before. Look where that got them. Whoever this is, perhaps she shall be more cooperative than you, although I'm not particularly optimistic, nor should you be. Good evening.
Come back!
You wish to bring about the end of time? Well then observe, for I shall give you but a glimpse. Come finish what your father started, granddaughter. And do take a good look around. Ask yourself, where do you think you are? Or perhaps the better question is when. What is it that you think you see? Who exactly do you think I am? You tell me more. And how could you possibly think you can bring about my destruction? But by all means, please go ahead and try. Or do it. Bring this entire blasted world screaming to a halt. Better to leave the world in careless hands. You will be doing me a mercy. And saving me a great deal of trouble. Come on, stop me. But understand one thing. I shall always be one step ahead of you. All of you. And always remember, time is the one thing in this life which, once discarded, can never be recovered. Enough is enough. Impossible.
My mother's handmaiden. You give her back. Right now.
You care so much for this witch handmaiden of yours. Would that a single relative of mine showed me even an iota of concern?
What reason would they have to care? Look what you've done. You're trying to take everything from us. Our future.
We are family. We do not take, we share. Destroy me then, if you possess such strength, and see what future you shall bring about.
This is for that future. And our family.
Future. Family.
Done here. Now for the final step.
For the moment, time stands still, stricken by the enchanted spear Gygaros, and temporarily susceptible to one final step the Princess of the Dead has planned.
Now for Zagreus to do his part. That ought to hold you. A little extra time for what comes next. Hold on, Headmistress. To the abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Okay, focus. Now, night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. All right, need to calm myself. Can't make him more nervous than me.
This has to work. It has to. I mean, why wouldn't it? Everything she says has happened will happen. I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Well, anyway, we'll find out soon enough, if she shows up. Hey, Melinoë, you've returned. You've no idea how much difficulty I had falling asleep so I could see you here again. So what's the word? Have you prepared the spear?
Take hold of Gygaros and we'll find out. You'll have to go immediately to where Chronos resides. Speak to him, but do not mention me at all, as I've not yet been born. I'll be counting on you to succeed.
And the plan is, once I find him, either we become best mates, or else it's death to Chronos, like you said. Do you truly think there's any possibility he comes around? That I won't have to kill him?
Knowing there are infinite possibilities, then I suppose so, yes. But I'm so angry with him still, and frightened about what may come to pass. He's taken so much from me, from all of us, and yet, he wants his family back too. One way or another, he'll get what's coming. We all will.
All right. But we're getting your family back, not just his. Whew, this is a lot. To think the Spear of Fathers has the power to destroy a deathless Titan.
It shall in just a moment, so hold it close. May earth and night and darkness hear me now. Bring true death to the deathless by my vow. Dissolution of time.
Gygaros, it's grown hot to the touch, but feels much lighter than before as well. I suppose I should be careful not to prod somebody with it, besides Chronos.
Go, Zagreus. I've done everything I can here, and we'll see each other again. Some other time than this, perhaps, but still. For now, farewell.
What now? What is all that infernal racket? Science fools yet to be caught. Gods. Gods. Gods.
Oh, hello.
Who goes there? You lack the clothing of the satyrs' hooves, and have a countenance which I know not.
You must be grandfather. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm called Zagreus. I got a tip about your quite suspicious cabin and decided to go take a look. What are you doing here, if I may ask?
Recuperated. What else would I possibly be doing in a place such as this? So I suppose Hades is to thank for this new grandchild of mine. I never thought that I would see the age when he became a father for himself.
Oh, he's a wonderful father, if you must know. My sole disappointment is that I'm an only child. But he and my dear mother Persephone, the underworld queen, truly love each other, so down the line, one can hope.
Why are you telling me all this? So immediately let's my satyrs tear you to shreds. Where are those blasted satyrs anyhow?
Grandfather, I'm telling you all this because I thought I'd make a little small talk here before I have to do you in. If you would bring pain and suffering upon my house, as our designated security specialist, I cannot allow that.
What do you know of my intent? You dare speak to me of pain and suffering? Here I have wrought it since an eon prior to when you were but a twinkle in your father's eye. He and his brothers, traitors and usurpers.
They're your children. Father and I also used to fight. He'd grown isolated from Olympus, and Persephone and me didn't do him any good. What about you? We've only met. Are you prepared to sweep me into your old grudge?
If necessary, yes, of course. Your father and his brothers surely have already poisoned you and your entire generation against me.
Would I be speaking to you if that were the case? Here's the arrangement. Either come along quietly to a little surprise family reunion, or take this spear repeatedly, and you won't soon recuperate, I swear. Which is it going to be?
Who threaten me with annihilation have not experienced a world without time. You would have to dearly miss my influence. Nor shall I be shamed and ridiculed before my kin. What do you have me do when they look upon me?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps just act like you're my grandfather rather than sneaking underneath the house in some sort of profane chamber I ought to have known about. Your time. Why don't you extrapolate a bit?
Extrapolate what? A joy-filled life in which Grandfather Time is there to coddle the spoiled child of my rancorous son. He shall drive that accursed spear through me on sight if you do not.
No, because you'll be under my protection. And also, no, it won't just be a joy-filled life, especially if you keep on. But it'll probably be better than whatever this is. Now make your choice already. I don't have all day or night.
Severin, a future with such grandchildren as you, or the eternal void. How can I possibly decide?
That's it, I'm stabbing you.
No, wait. All this time, for naught. Perhaps the fates themselves always knew my plans would be undone again. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, hence I go.
You said yourself Mother could use some rest.
Already
Why don't you
searched
join
there.
her? I can keep an eye on things.
No. Nyx is with the Queen. Nor shall I leave my daughter unattended.
Unattended? You act like I may not be the best influence on her.
I do not act.
Oh, hello. Well, this is a rare treat. The both of you together in this lounge. What brings you here, Grandfather?
I yet to seek the girl's whereabouts is what. I have turned over this residence in its entirety and found nary a sign. She is already as elusive as you always were, Hades.
That or your old senses have dulled. She went running over there by the head chef, where she yet lingers in silence. Go before her patience wears thin.
What Father meant to say was no, we've no idea where my good son's little sister is. She could be anywhere. Have you tried checking the administrative chamber? Gods, I sound like Hypnos.
I do appreciate the hint.
Keep up the good work.
Where are you, my girl? Aha! There you are at last. You might have kept me searching for a while yet, that you found such a secure hiding point amid those shadows.
It sure took you long enough. I was beginning to think I might never see you again.
That is precisely what your father said when Zagreus first brought me here. Well, are we to suffer through another round?
No, this game is too easy. Tell me another one of your tales about the Golden Age.
Perhaps when you are older, lest your father be displeased. If you defy him, you merely get a mild reprimand. If I defy him, I get cut to little bite-sized bits, which then are sprinkled throughout Tartarus.
Ew! Well, if Father ever does that, I shall simply go find all the bits and put you back together again.
Spoken with the generosity of youth. You are the only one around here who would say such things, Melinoë.
Truly? But don't the others like you, Grandfather?
Oh, they can never get enough of me, my girl. Except, we still have had our differences. But let me not concern you with the past. The only time that matters is right now. And right now... Tag, you are it.
Hey, no fair!
Is this the future? Or is it the past? Not merely mine, but yours, granddaughter. Everybody in this house.
Easy there, Cerberus.
Yay! Take that!
That's at last. Just like we trained.
All right, this way, please.
Unbelievable.
What happened then?
I, the bloodiest part.
I got this something. I don't know if that's me. I finally won!
Last.
It's in the blood. Light and darkness guide me. I remember all of that. My life, the way it could have been. Oh gods, Zagreus, did it work? What's going on out there?
Titan.
What?
Prepare to suffer for all that you've done, wretch. Or shall I stay my hand merely because you made the mistake of loosening your hold on me?
All of these newfound thoughts within my mind. Was all of this your doing, witch? I have no memory of you, and yet... Who are you?
Chronos. Headmistress, wait! I think I can explain.
Melinoë, where are we? One instant I discover that our enemy invaded Erebus, the next I know he's groveling about my feet. How is this possible? What have you done?
Headmistress, you don't remember, because you weren't there with me. But as for you, Chronos, who am I now to you?
You are my granddaughter, Melinoë, whom I know both from this life and an altogether different one, which I now realize was but a dream, a delusion. So then, all I have left is this.
All that you see is what you wrought. As for this other life, how much of it do you recall?
Your youth here in this house with me. How you delighted in a hiding game when you were but a girl. How you and Zagreus would fight, but out of love. Not in the way we fought this very night. I did not realize there could have been this other past we shared. This better past.
A better past? Nonsense. None of it occurred. Nothing has changed. You should be gone, Titan. Not flooded with false memories.
All these memories that sprang to his mind, I remember them as well. A life I could have lived had the Titan never struck.
But I struck. Ever hated and shunned. Finish what you set your mind to, granddaughter. I have no desire to exist in such a world with all of you like this. Not for one moment longer.
Silence! Melinoë, come to your senses. Whatever you did, this wretch is finished and shan't be using his old tricks again. End him.
Wait, please, let me prove this to you. Chronos. Grandfather, listen to me. Steady yourself. Use what power you yet have, and release our family from your hold.
Our family? Why, they are bound as yet. I had them bound. For all this time. What have I done?
Father, mother, brother.
My family. Where are we? Is this my house? Father, what is the meaning of all this?
Oh, Hades. Perhaps the princess can explain. As for the queen and prince and all the rest, Melinoë, they need but hear your voice. And I await their judgment and your own. Go on, then.
This had better work. Queen Persephone, Prince Zagreus, return to us.
Hades,
Mother.
Melinoë, you're all grown up. But then, of course you are. Oh, my heart.
Melinoë, it's really you. You look just like your nightmare reflection did. So long ago, before the little you was even born. Did we succeed? Oh, I'm shaking.
They shall recover. Give them time. And give me death. Go on and send me to the blasted void already. You son or that witch, or you granddaughter, one of you. For I am weary of it all. You long for a world without me. It is yours.
Grandfather, no. How could you say that after all we've been through together? I swore you'd be under my protection and... Oh, gods. What happened to this place?
I took this place as what, Zagreus? And ruined it. You need not advocate for me again. You never knew my real self. Merely a possibility and nothing more. And you, Melinoë. To think I put you through all this. Take your vengeance.
No. Our family's had enough for now. Who else recalls what happened? Memories as vivid as any you hold dear, but of a separate life we might have lived. Mother, do you remember?
I do. You were insatiably curious as a child, and sometimes too much even for me to handle, so Zagreus and Chronos, they often helped take care of you.
I too remember now. That father was with us after Zagreus discovered him and took him in. Yet all the while, I have been a prisoner. His prisoner here in this time of ours.
Queen Persephone, Lord Hades, do not believe these falsehoods coursing through your minds. Even your son and daughter seem susceptible. You all have been manipulated by the Titan's spell.
Headmistress, that's not true. Don't you understand? The dissolution of time, this is how I manifested it. You always said the task was mine, as were the methods I employed. This was the path I chose.
Then you failed. Death to Chronos was the task, yet there he is. Melinoë, what could possibly have compelled you to take such a course?
Your own teachings. To think for myself, not just do as I'm told. But if you still believe destroying Chronos will make our problems go away, then what are you waiting for?
I shall never forgive this Titan for what he has done. To this world, your family, you, or me.
Dear Hecate, my handmaiden, who said anything about forgiveness? I've never heard such pain in you. Last I recall in this life, just before Chronos struck, your task was to protect our daughter at all costs. And you did. You did.
In our moment of peril, you were the only one we could count on, esteemed Witch of the Crossroads. For that and more, you have our gratitude. For all eternity.
I did no more than was my charge, O King and Queen. And I remain as ever at your service. Well then, Melinoë. What now?
What now? There is so much to be done. Bringing this house to order, for one thing. Mother, father, you've seen what was possible. Let us give Chronos one chance to make himself useful, starting with our restoration efforts. Would you grant me that?
Granted. We're not finished with you, Chronos. They say time heals all wounds. Prove it.
Granted, but only this one chance. By the grace of the Princess of the Underworld.
You would permit me such a chance? But I cannot change what already occurred. Cannot undo the unforgivable decisions I have made.
Your time itself. We're not demanding you move backward. We're demanding you move forward.
To move forward. That is all I have ever known. Then I shall make time. Both for this house and everything.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest, to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful underworld king and queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and shades of the dead still loyal to their cause answered the call. They and the Titan picked up many pieces of the past. And soon, the house grew more like how it used to be. But then, a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
Princess? Hey. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help. Especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot.
Believe me, I had nothing better to do. Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there. And each keep an eye on Chronos as we tie up some loose ends.
It must be hard to even look at him after everything he did. I can't help but be glad we're all here, but that's easy for me to say, not having been locked in a lifelong conflict.
I'll manage. You helped me realize there even was a path toward this outcome. As I faced Chronos in this house, I started to sense that being cut off from this family was consuming him.
It might have consumed him completely. Good thing we make a decent brother-sister team. Past and present, real and imagined. And now we don't even need Dreamtime witch magic to stay in touch.
No, I suppose not. Feels like we've been through thick and thin together, doesn't it? Even without the memories of a wholly different and generally more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one.
Come on, you're not the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other, though still. I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own.
He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right?
I will. You take care too.
The notoriously fearsome triple-headed monster Cerberus rests in his favored spot, and now regards the Princess of the Dead with 3 expressions different than before.
Well, boy, this must be the next best thing to guarding the underworld's gates. Say, do I have your permission to give you a scratch? The way my brother demonstrated before. You know me now, don't you?
He remembers.
Hail. Heading out? Olympus doesn't like to be kept waiting, I know. We'll remember you here, lass. Somehow it still feels as if we've only met. What an unusual time.
That it is, Achilles, sir. I have these glimpses now of cherished moments I might have spent with you and the other house servants had the past but gone differently. Are the others doing well?
They seem to be. Your relatives recovered the most swiftly, but I think we're all still feeling some effects. And catching up on everything we missed, and aiding where we can.
I'll miss you all. This really does feel like a dream at times. I fear I may forget it, as one tends to do with dreams.
I trust you'll still remember what I always told you about fear. Please don't worry. I know we may not see you for a while, but I shall await whenever we may meet again.
As shall I.
My beautiful daughter. We were just talking about you. How you were as a child. Both in this life and the other. Growing up is so difficult. And you had to do it twice.
Which makes me beyond fortunate. Hecate was the best caretaker I can imagine. And I'm so grateful to have experienced a life with you, Mother. Where there was so much warmth. And now you've met this other side of me.
And I shall eagerly await getting to know this other side of you even better. And, Hecate, you're certain it's no burden to you to continue looking after her, just in case?
I swore to you that no harm shall come to your daughter, O Queen, and that vow remains. And I shall always care for her, whether she resides with me or not.
Then it's settled. And, Melinoë, for what it's worth, I likewise opted not to live at home when I was in my youth.
Please reconsider this, Melinoë. You cannot be serious about returning to that dusty glade. Your rightful home is here. And you may be unable to return whilst you are with us due to laws much older than ours. To serve the unseen
is to serve in shadow. I know full well, Headmistress, and do not make this decision lightly, but I can't leave the crossroads, especially when we've so much left to do.
Working with Chronos on this new venture of his, you've been instrumental in altering time as we know it. So you're certainly the best fit to keep things that way.
Ensuring time keeps working in our favor seems like a good way to spend my own time. It should be interesting, and the matter is close to my heart. Perhaps I was born for this.
You were born for much more, but we'll do our share. Cerberus has already taken to prancing through the fields of his own accord, and your father and I shall not be far. As for your brother, well, he always turns up.
All this is going to be an adjustment, though, isn't it? Even if I'll see you all again soon.
An adjustment is putting it mildly. Now go make your rounds, and I'll see you off before you depart. I love you, baby girl.
I love you too, Mother.
When I was having difficulties with my son, sometimes I thought of you, Father. I cannot fathom having had more children to contend with all at once.
Yes, well, I was not terribly successful at contending with you a lot now, was I? Particularly Zeus. To think that I shall see him and the others again soon.
I can make no assurances about how you shall be received. These dreamlike memories we share did not reach Mount Olympus, it seems. But Zeus does have my full report.
Surely a ringing endorsement. But I merely jest. If time can be so cruel, then it is only fitting for children to be much the same. Would you not agree, Granddaughter?
We may have more in common than we'd like to admit. But in any event, Lord Uncle Zeus asked you to come alone. Only the Fates now know what lies in store. Although there's still no sign of them, even with Nyx's aid.
None. I cast them into the abyss. Had I known precisely where, they would have known how to get back. Yet if my hypothesis about such possibilities as we experienced is correct, we may find them.
We shall. And I look forward to testing this hypothesis. Perhaps we'll all learn something about ourselves.
Would that we could. Gods and titans may be doomed to live forever, but we need not be bound to our old ways.
Indeed. Father, thank you for all your hospitality. It gladdens me to see you doing well.
I would not be, if not for you, daughter. I trust that we shall see each other again soon. And perhaps even you, Father.
Likewise, Hades. At least this house is mostly to your preference again. Beyond these halls, of course, much more is to be done.
Yes, well, Father, I wish you the best with the ongoing underworld renovations. As for us, our chariot is here.
That it is. I am prepared.
Shadows conceal you.
Sister Selene, great Nyx.
My faithful Eye of Night, my child. Thank you for ensuring that our realm remains secure and keeping watch above it all. I never doubted that I could count on you.
But Mother, had our watch been more dependable, then none of this would have transpired.
Trying times shall always come about, testing our resolve. Thus we grow strong, as do the bonds we share. Even now, I sense the powerful connection between you and the princess of the underworld.
It was my honor to work with Sister Selene, O Nyx. She has always been my guiding light. I'm so pleased that you could finally see each other again.
A reunion you made possible, with Hecate and the unseen. Your services shall be remembered, O Melinoë, princess. Now go, for there are more reunions to be had.
Thank you, Mother, and farewell for now.
I must say, I did not expect that we could ever draw you down this far, Sister Selene. I thought perhaps not even Headmistress could in all her experience.
If you are ready, little star, then let us go, lest we outstay our greetings and farewells. I am honored to have seen these halls, and to return to Shadow with you on this night in victory, not haste.
Come, Melinoë, for all the reasons that Selene says. We have a delivery that we must make besides.
Then let's be off. If only Artemis were here, this could have been a proper Silver Sisters reunion, couldn't it?
Then let us ride into the dark above. And do be careful to hold on as we depart.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Goodbye. Goodbye, daughter.
You get to fly like this each night.
If I may briefly interrupt, we have arrived at our initial destination, everyone. Olympus is not far from here.
I do appreciate the ride upon your gleaming chariot, O Moon, but it is time for me to go. Perhaps my conversations with Hades have prepared me to face my other sons.
We've informed Lord Uncle Zeus of what happened and given our recommendations, though he'll have many questions for you, and ought to be expecting you by now. Remember the chance you've been given, Grandfather.
Time cannot forget, and ought never to be late. May Zeus at least permit me to assist you from here on. Knowing there were real possibilities, this all could have gone worse.
To think that the entire flow of time is fractured because of what occurred.
I would liken it more to a moment of self-discovery on my part. Despite my advanced age, it seems I did not know all that there is to know about myself. But then again, who does? Now farewell, and thank you, granddaughter. Right, off I go.
Well, good evening.
Thought we'd drop in.
Lord Apollo and Lady Artemis.
It's a beautiful night, Lady Selene, and you must be the esteemed witch of the crossroads. You've trained my cousin very well indeed to have brought Chronos to our heights, still in one piece.
Fine, Apollo, I was incorrect for once. No need to boast. Melinoë, I may have wagered that you'd cut the Titan to ribbons sooner than you'd bring him here.
I know it's unimaginable, but he came here willingly, and Lord Zeus wanted to speak to him in private. Wait, does that mean you were kicked out of your house?
Well, we consider it a palace, but, no. No, we've been appointed to escort you to the crossroads as a symbol of our family's unity, and come bearing a gift. Shall we be off?
We ride.
Here we go.
Thus was Hades, feared ruler of the dead, restored to his rightful throne alongside splendorous Persephone, the queen. The attacks upon Olympus finally ceased, and ever since, the gods governed our world with newfound care. As for the princess of the dead, Melinoë, she stayed in steady touch with all her family from the dark comfort of the shadows that had long since been her home. And she and the Silver Sisters kept their secret vigil over all the realms forevermore.
May it all turn out that way in time, Homer. Though we're not there yet, especially not with the Fates still missing. We achieved something important, but more is to be done. I said we're not finished.
Your task is finally complete. Perhaps the Fates knew you'd succeed, but I couldn't always be certain, although I held to what could be considered hope.
And your support made it possible, Lord Moros. For one thing, if you hadn't intervened when I was trying to reach the surface, Typhon might have reduced Olympus to ruin.
Doom averted. We children of Nyx have already heard that Mother is no longer bound in Tartarus. You have our deepest gratitude. Certainly mine. Well then, what happens now?
I suppose I ought to go make certain everything's in order. My father started renovations to the underworld, and I volunteered to help clean up. The surface needs it too.
Then it sounds like I may see you again soon?
Absolutely.
It isn't so trouble. The Chronos stuff I'm hearing, he's really calling it quits? And he let Nyx and everybody off? What did you do to him?
Working with my brother in a bygone time, we flooded our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, creating in him a profound and sudden change. Why? What's your concern?
My concern is that you ruined everything. So now we'll all have peace and harmony, joyful reunions, apologies, promises to never let this type of thing happen again? Ugh!
Have you met our family, Zagreus? It's never that simple.
It better not be.
How are you faring lately, Headmistress? You've been, well, more reserved than I expected since the House of Hades. You said we'd speak more later.
How soon later turns to now. Look, Melinoë, I ought be in a more celebratory mood, given what you finally achieved. I am, above all, very proud of you. But being back at the house awakened memories that ought to remain dormant.
Even though you got to see Mother and Father again, and Nyx, they were so grateful to you, I could tell. I am so grateful to you. Things may not have gone precisely as we planned, but the result is what we sought, isn't it?
You refer to Chronos. I long to see that wretch destroyed. My heart remains poisoned by the thought. I am attempting still to draw that poison out. Do give me time.
I remember you once told me that destroying Chronos would not change the past, and that the pain would linger.
And I was probably correct. Yet we cannot help but reassess the turns our lives take, through our own choices and otherwise. Anyhow, are you prepared to carry on?
Nearly so. Retracing my steps should be interesting.
Of that, I have no doubt.
How did it go? You found a path to victory and got us there. Wouldn't have been much of a plan if it didn't leave room to improvise. Of course, our plan now also has this other phase as a result.
Cleaning up after Chronos. We all thought I would get rid of him. But I found another way. One I think shall leave my family better off. If not the rest of the world, eventually.
I well and truly understand, Goddess, and do believe your choice was wise. As for what's next, everything is ready for you to proceed if and when you are.
Eliminating real possibilities that we could have failed. Ensuring time flows freely forth, as Chronos puts it. I don't quite know what to expect, but the change we're fighting for won't happen overnight. What do you make of it?
My personal opinion is it doesn't hurt to try. To the extent you had other matters to resolve, consider it an opportunity to do so. And we'll always be anticipating your return.
Then let's give it a go.
Finally back from your father's house. Was Hecate all right? After the Titan got her, I ought to have taken guard duty more seriously and won't soon forgive myself is all.
Headmistress would only want for you to learn from it. I half wonder if she let herself be taken just to get closer to our mark. Perhaps go speak with her.
Yeah. And what of Chronos? Heard he isn't really dead and gone. How come everybody's cheering for you then?
He's dead and gone in the sense that we have neutralized the threat he posed. I now shall have to grow accustomed to having him as a grandfather, rather than a hated foe.
Don't see why he can't be both. This was never part of the task, and not like you to stray from the objective. We sure this supposedly neutralized Titan of Time is to be trusted?
Headmistress sealed his strongest powers just in case. At any rate, we did it, Nem.
Then how come you look like you're headed out again? Heard there's still more time-related business to sort out.
Well, yes, but... All right, time to put Grandfather's theories to the test. Only question is where to begin.
I know not what you did to Chronos, niece, but he is no longer himself. Practically groveling for mercy here. And ask you for our aid to ensure time flows freely forth or some such drivel. Is this why you plan to retrace your steps?
You really did it, gorgeous. That ugly monster's finally gone. I never could tell if he even had a heart, as there was not a trace of love in him at all. Only the worst intentions and desires. So much for those.
Right, where'd that great big monster out there go? The mountain's rumbling's all settled down, and now my clanging's just about the worst of it. You got him then? Ugh, I didn't even get to have a look.
They said the war was finally drawing to a close. Somebody must have forgotten to notify those we slaughtered.
We need them here for the time being anyhow. Has Olympus informed you of the nature of the next phase of our plan?
I got the gist. We fight on. Nothing changes. Never has before, so why would it now?
What are you talking about? A lot's changed. Olympus is no longer in danger. The House of Hades is restored.
The way it always was.
I'd say I can't believe you did attempt, but that would mean I didn't think you could. But I did, so I won't. But I will say, cheers for everything. I know we might not be completely done, but if a bit of pressure's off now, good.
We are victorious indeed, my lord, and thanks in no small part to all you've done. I trust that Nyx has already visited with you, but what of all the gold that remains? Then you shall have it. Your service to the Titan Chronos is complete, Cyclops. His war against Olympus is ended, if you've not already heard. I hold no enmity toward you. Be on your way.
I was just wondering how come I haven't gotten paid. Thought maybe my shepherding hasn't been up to snuff.
Chronos was compensating you for tending sheep. I thought you were supposed to be guarding the city gates.
What do you even know about it? You really think I'm gonna leave my flock now, after all we've been through? And I can always earn my meal ticket some other way.
It is quite common to experience mixed emotions at the outcome of a war, and to have been denied a violent resolution to our plight. Although from what I gather, there is violence still to come.
Where have you been for all these nights, Poppet? So many oddities took place, each stranger than the last. Those ghastly sailing ships out there all seem to lose their course for one. I know not what occurred.
Chronos is defeated, madam, and I mean for good. That's likely why his forces have been notably disorganized, although they're not gone, and neither is he. Has Headmistress not communicated this?
Good heavens, why no! Unless, well, I can be very isolated here. Perchance I missed some message she relayed. Oh, so then you mean to tell me you're victorious?
Well, yes. What now remains is to ensure he'll not rise up against the gods again, ever. He or Typhon.
Oh my, this is... Oh, I must confer with our Lady Hecate at once. But first, please, quickly, make your choice.
Not seen you here in a while, babe. And what happened to Typhon anyway? There's been no sign of him at all.
Typhon had to leave reality as we know it. Though, sorry, Eris. I suppose you didn't even have a chance to introduce yourself to him, did you?
No, I didn't. Though if he's so easy to get rid of, maybe it's for the best. So what are you going to Olympus for anyway? It better not be some sort of feast, because I wasn't invited.
I think you should be able to come out now, as the greatest threats facing your mountain are gone for the most part. Well, granted there are vicious satyrs out there still.
Hey, easy with the satyr talk. It really isn't cool. You think my satyr friends here ever talk that way about us gods? And what do you mean, greatest threats?
Typhon, the father of all monsters. Chronos, the Titan of Time. The former utterly destroyed, the latter pacified. The war is over. Olympus is secure.
The war is over? Hear that, everybody? The war is over! If that's not cause for celebration, I don't know what is. So grab a drink, take a dip, shake your hips, you know it, yeah!
Where have you been, Melly? Not seen you here or anywhere in far too many nights. Something's off. I don't know what, but I think Chronos might be up to something new. His forces have been acting very strange.
His forces have been acting very strange because Chronos abandoned his campaign. Icarus, our war is won. The House of Hades is restored. You'd not believe me if I told you how, but it's true.
Chronos has given up. Wait, what? No, but we just fought more of his forces here. You're really serious?
When am I not? The Titan of Time is changed. We were able to get through to him finally in the moment when his continued existence was on the line.
I can't believe it. Well, I mean, of course I can. You got him, finally! You did get him, didn't you? I don't know what to say. Have one of these?
A brief word. Well, Agent of Change. The monster Typhon is eliminated and my master certainly is not himself. Or rather, now he is. Many have said they knew you could do it, but only I truly did. Yet you know as well as I that we're not finished.
Chronos has surrendered, but here you still are, giving his remnant legions their orders. Decided to take matters into your own thieving hands, then?
That I decided long ago, when I gave myself to your Lord Uncle's chains. And I still oppose you, yes. For what you seek beyond, you shall find only through the flames of battle. Masters Legends, I foresaw your trickery, yet still could not prevent it, no matter what I tried. You cannot break me. That I know.
Ah, there you are, my girl. As you have faithfully retraced your path, now I, in turn, may shift you to a different sort of time in which a remnant of the monstrous Typhon yet looms large over this very place. Ready?
No, not yet. What shall happen if I prevail, let alone fail? Are you certain any of this shall even work?
Well, I am relatively certain, yes. The visions I can conjure up of Asphodel, the principle of this is much the same, and you have likewise demonstrated aptitude at breaking free of temporal restraints.
So I'm to launch toward the summit, where I'll find Typhon's forces from another time awaiting me. I'll deal with him as I once did, and you shall do the rest.
If all proceeds as planned, then yes. I shall create a shift as you depart. Seek that monster and do battle, so that we may yet eliminate even the possibility of him.
Now, wait. Is Typhon gone, or isn't he? Because there's been no sign of him, but now Gramps has these little time pockets, and once we go in, it's like Typhon never left.
That's more or less a way to understand it, but how are you even here? I didn't realize Grandfather was sending others through. Do you even know how to get back?
I run fast enough, I can get back. Gramps also left the others with the means to get us out, and we're keeping a close eye on him. I better take a look around.
Careful out there. Typhon! Return to Shadow now!
To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It worked. Beautiful.
With the weavings of the fae.
Grandfather with the king and queen.
Now do you see, my son? Although the Typhon with whom you already clashed is gone, there could have been certain circumstances under which he remained. One fewer now, of course.
And how many of these circumstances are there, would you say, Father? For we cannot expect Melinoë to battle to our mountaintop for all eternity.
Speaking of which, welcome again, my dear. We were just having ourselves a bit of a chat with your grandfather. We've not decided what to do with him as yet, you see.
Oh, hello, granddaughter. I had assured the king and queen that you would be victorious again, for you have been victorious before. Thank you for validating my theories.
Oh, you're welcome. King Zeus, Queen Hera. I can attest these possibilities of Typhon do appear to exist, having just found one with Grandfather's assistance and eradicated it.
Typhon is closer to a shade of himself now. The possibility of his dominion over Olympus has grown faint, and fainter still with each of your successes. But how many are required, I unfortunately cannot calculate.
And why not? Perhaps if we persuaded you sufficiently, Titan, you'd be inclined to answer in a more straightforward way.
I have but recently learned of these possibilities myself. Time is flowing freely forth for the most part. My granddaughter merely can ensure that there are no obstructions of concern, at her convenience, of course.
And I would see to that, however long it takes. By your leave, of course, O King and Queen. I ask that you permit Grandfather to carry on. Thus far, he's been true to his word.
We do have something suitable for you in mind, Father, but due to matters of security, our palace henceforth is to be sealed off. Melinoë, perhaps when your mother resumes her yearly travels here, you may come visit again.
We've been such awful hosts to you, my dear. We never intended for any of this to occur. But we have pledged you our support before, and you shall have it for as long as you require, even if we bicker over it now and again. Fare you well.
Farewell.
Granddaughter.
We did it, Grandmother. You fought so hard for me, for all of us. But it must be difficult to see Chronos again.
I shall not dignify him with so much as a passing glance, Melinoë.
The Titan would have reached a different end were it for me to decide, but I'm grateful that the outcome was not worse.
From what I gathered, this may be farewell for a while, at least face to face. I'll still be seeing you most nights, if you'll be able to keep aiding me by boon.
Of course. And there shall come a time again when your mother shall be visiting us half the year. Perhaps then you may come along. Once every few seasons at least.
I would like that.
We ought to be feasting in your name as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine. No sign of Dionysus still, and our new guest has drawn most of the attention. Soon we also won't be letting anybody in from the outside.
It's all right, cousin, as I'm not much for feasting anyhow. And we do need to find a place for this grandfather of ours. Do you know what Lord Uncle Zeus has in store for him?
Not entirely, but my impression is he's sending Chronos back into the underworld, to Lord Hades. Apparently they've reached some sort of bargain. So, you truly think our grandfather has changed?
I think he has a different outlook on things, yes. As for me, sounds like I may not be able to return anytime soon. This place truly is beyond compare, and with each visit, you've made me feel welcome. Thank you for that and everything.
Oh, come on, it's all of us who should be thanking you, and quite profusely, I should add. Anyhow, not like this is a permanent farewell. I'll keep in touch by boon, all right?
All right. It sounds like I may not be visiting again anytime soon, so thank you all. And please let the others know I wish them well. Let's keep in touch by boon. Return to Shadow now.
Hey, so what exactly happened around here? Did you complete your big important task? Because that's what I'm hearing from the other shades.
Well, for the most part, yes. My family is back. My mother and father are restored to the underworld throne, and my brother's back too. But we have many details to sort out, and the Titan Chronos is going to be assisting us with that.
The Titan you said you were going to slay this whole time. Assisting us. Hate to say it, Mel, but sounds to me like you totally blew it. At least the Titan part.
He's no longer himself, or rather, no longer the way he used to be, and we'll be closely watching him.
Sure. So then, congratulations are in order, basically?
Well, if you like.
I do. Congratulations, Mel.
Heading out? Are your attempts to scale the Mountain of the Gods less difficult, at least, now than before? The war with Chronos having ended surely must bring some relief.
Well, on that front, not too much has changed as yet. Apparently, it's important for the stalemate between the Titan's legions and Olympus to persist, for sake of our cleanup efforts.
So then your fight continues as before, except without a burning vengeance for your family to compel you. What is the motivating factor now?
Oh, where to start? I have some matters that I wish to see resolved, and just to see what happens, I suppose.
I, too, increasingly have the desire to see...
So, is it working out thus far? This change of plan, as our tactician would say? Should you see even the slightest trace of the old Chronos, do notify me at once.
Grandfather appeared where and when we discussed. His claims about these remnant possibilities out of time appear to be accurate. Shall we continue?
We may as well see where it leads. Also, I wish to thank you for your concern for me before, and express my gratitude that you decided to remain with us. I was angry with your decision at first, but no longer.
It was not a difficult decision for me, Headmistress. It would have been harder had I realized it might anger you. I've been to both the Palace of Zeus and the House of Hades, and neither has a cauldron or soft earth beneath my feet.
I understand only too well, Melinoë. And I would have chosen the same, except I thought you would have been the wiser. Now you are stuck here. Another lost soul in the crossroads twixt heaven and hell.
But I'm not lost. I'm where I wish to be.
Truly.
Everything proceeding as expected in the new phase of your task thus far, Goddess? Stretching the definition of expected, perhaps, as this is new territory for us all.
It's an unusual assignment, ensuring time flows freely. If done correctly, everything will seem as before. And even if not, there's no guarantee anything will go wrong.
Well, that makes this sound more familiar than I thought. Life in all its uncertainties. Anyway, We're watching Chronos and ensuring that your route remains intact.
I'll make the most of it. Thank you.
The war with Chronos, it's really over, eh? The energy about this place is different. Tension's gone. The other shades practically bouncing up and down. You did it.
Perhaps, but there's still more to be done. Preventative measures to ensure what happened never can occur again.
Melly, can't you give yourself a break? Your task is finally complete. What are you going to do now with the whole rest of your existence ahead of you?
I said there's still more to be done.
I didn't mean... Sorry.
My memories of you from that potential past I experienced in the House of Hades. You were so different, Lord Hypnos. Who are you, truly? How can I finally get through to you?
The rousing tales of your great accomplishment preceded you, young one, and I am here to heap still further praise. Great job back there with all the Chronos stuff.
Thank you very much, Commander. Though, what are you still doing here? I kept expecting you'd return to your honorary post at the house, but eventually I had to depart.
Well, you are not exactly done with everything, are you? I see you eyeballing the gateways out, wondering what's gonna happen now. So as long as you're here, so am I.
So then you're sworn to us. To me.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Long have my brothers, foster sisters, and I warred against the Titan Chronos, and yet now we are to have a truce? I shall not trust in him any time soon. You need but say the word, and we shall seal him away for good.
Chronos surrendered to us, Heath. You must have heard you helped deliver him. If there remains some mess that must be cleaned, I cannot follow what he rambled on about, but if you simply need my boons, then here.
You sensed upheaval in the earth the likes of which I have not felt before. The tenor of it more than the intensity. Something transpired in your father's residence, and Chronos vacated. Why would he take an action such as that? Respond.
Respectfully, Almighty Chaos, Chronos has had quite a change of heart. I found my brother Zagreus, who aided me in bringing it about. Our grandfather conceded in his war against Olympus, and now seeks to make amends.
An interesting change. The absence of detail raises many different questions, which I shall explore. The outcome that you saw has been achieved, yet you seem to pursue it even still. My mark, therefore, remains available to you.
You bloody did it then. Whatever it is, everybody here has got their own idea, but I reckon Typhon's gone and Chronos is touched in the head, so all in all, not bad.
We've had some goings-on here in these woods. A lot more goings-on than usual. Lost souls all acting strange. Did something happen I should know about?
Arachne, it's just that my task is finally complete. Well, for the most part. King Hades and Queen Persephone are back, and they'll soon give all the lost souls here a place to go.
Why, but that is exciting. You did it, my friend. But then, it looks to me as though your fighting isn't over with.
Not yet, and possibly not for a while. So if it's all the same to you, I may keep passing by every so often. And not just for the beautiful silk dresses, but to say hello.
Why then, hello right back. And you are truly welcome here whenever you desire. I'm so happy for you.
Everything as it once was, yet nothing is the same. A feeling I know only too well. It seems we are to prolong your training for a while.
My training shall never be complete, isn't that right? Although it's odd to think that following my prior steps to Tartarus shall help maintain the proper course of time.
Whether we truly possess the capability to maintain time remains to be seen. But we can at least maintain ourselves.
Well, this is awkward. Melinoë, what are you doing here? I was just basking in the adulation of the crowd. They never tire of seeing the champion or champions of Elysium fall.
Hello, Zagreus. Wow, this is Elysium, but I don't know what I'm doing here. Last I recall, I'd picked up some sort of burning parchment from Charon's shop.
Oh, gods. You really accepted an infernal contract. Read all the fine print and still thought it was a good idea.
I can't exactly say I read all the fine print. I mean, there seemed an awful lot, and could you perhaps summarize what I consented to?
A free trip to Elysium for one, and an exhibition match with its present champion or champions for another. Though exhibition does mean deadly battle in this case. You ready? Shape the show.
you insist.
You did not hold back at all there. Blast.
Zagreus, are you all right? I wasn't certain whether this was meant to be more for show or for real.
I have to assume you decided for real was the way to go. Anyway, if anybody asks, I went easy on my little sister. Now, if you'll excuse me, I lost a little blood. You're not bad.
You could stay out of these infrequent little spats I have with my hard-working Hephaestus. But if you really want to get involved, why, sure. Huh?
Hey, maybe you know, lady. What happened to Mr. Chronos? Lately, he's stopped answering our calls. He's probably just taking a little break.
You could say that. Lord Hades has returned as rightful ruler of the underworld, which means Chronos now can attend to other matters. He'll likely get back to you.
What are you, his personal assistant? Of course he's getting back to us. And if he's paying no attention to what happens in our venue in the meantime, even better.
My niece, we all must tirelessly work to counteract the harm Chronos has wrought. Some even more tirelessly than the rest. Take, for instance, my nephew Hephaestus here. I told him he could have a word if he got back to hammering after.
See how generous our Lord Poseidon is? Everybody needs a decent uncle, I say. Let me know should you ever find one. Now, we best get back to hammering things out.
Echo, we did it.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
The House of Hades is restored. The Underworld King and Queen won't let this place languish as it has. In time, I'm certain it shall be better here for everyone.
Better here for everyone. For everyone. For everyone.
Yes, but for now, I may continue passing through much like before. I have to visit Tartarus to ensure everything's all right.
Everything's all right. All right. All right.
Your meeting with the Titan Chronos set in motion many series of events, resulting in the liberation of the goddess Nyx. That is an outcome I had sought. So for this daughter of mine, I shall give you gratitude.
Something's changed in me. Family.
Hello. The one-time guardian of the gates.
Oh, Melinoë, you're back. We thought we might find you here. Well, Hades did. I never would have guessed.
Your mother and I had looked forward to seeing you again ever since you departed. How have you fared? Are matters in the crossroads well in hand?
Everything is more or less all right, Father. It's good to see you in this chamber in far better spirits than before, though why return to such a place? I'd have thought you'd rather be just about anywhere else.
The house is partially in order, but the rest of Tartarus yet bears the mark of my father's extravagant tastes. Whatever harm he caused our family, undoing his decor shall take longer still.
Grandfather shall do his part. It also means I get to say hello.
Well, I shall do my small part then, in the retracing of your steps, provided I may be of service still.
I cannot change the past. Good, you are here at last. Now that you faithfully retraced your path, I ought to be able to manipulate the course of time such that you find yourself within the house, whilst a remnant self of mine sits on your father's throne. Ready?
Not quite. Shall this go much like on the summit of Olympus? The way you conjured up a vision of a time that could have been?
Well, I certainly believe this ought to transpire, as you say. Of course, that which awaits within shall perhaps be a little different in each instance that we venture thus.
Very well, then.
Go on, my timekeeper.
Oh, hello.
You again. Insolent girl. I I do not know how you last managed to escape from me, but you have gravely erred in setting foot again within these halls, thus giving me a second chance.
This is not your second chance, Titan, but your last. You are an aberration and should not even exist, not here like this.
If I may interrupt, greetings. In case the resemblance is insufficient, I am you. Yet I am also me. I know this must be difficult to accept, but my granddaughter is quite correct.
Grandfather, let me handle this. Knowing how you used to be, he won't be listening to reason here.
This foolishness, this mockery. You would confound me with these cheap illusions, whilst you deign to lecture me about what should exist or not. Be gone. But I thought none could possibly resist the ravages of time. But you, how? You, my vestige, shall unfortunately never know. Now forgive this old man his transgressions. May time flow freely forth. You, who did this to me? How?
Got a new picture there, I see. That from your mom and dad. Looks newer than the other one. You're all grown up.
It was a bit of a parting gift, considering I won't be staying at the House of Hades with the rest of them. Though I'll be seeing them around, I think.
Oof, harsh. How come they didn't want you living in their subterranean stronghold with them? You're their kid.
They did want me to stay, it's just... my home is here. They're my family, but so is this.
What, have you lost your mind? Wait, I'm your family too? That's what you're saying?
Sure, if you're up for it.
How fares your effort to cleanse all of the disorder Chronos wrought? I trust this new task doesn't fall solely to you.
Oh, everybody's pitching in. Even Chronos, my grandfather. You heard what happened to him, right? His new self seems more tolerable than before.
Death to Chronos. To his old self. I don't know how you managed it, Princess. Perhaps not even my sisters could know such a thing, wherever they may be.
We ought to find where they've been exiled, and I don't think Chronos can simply tell us. What about you? Perhaps enough has changed that you can locate them somehow.
I often search the void where you and I first met, since the Fates would sometimes go there too. But it's a vast place.
We'll keep searching.
Yeah? What are you even doing in this dump still anyway? If your mom and pop are back in charge, you ought to be living in style with them down in Tartarus. Are they that bad?
No, I may have been born in Tartarus, but my home is here, as well as my responsibilities. And the crossroads are not a dump, or at least wouldn't be if you could mind your rubbish.
Whatever, though at least that's one good thing that came out of all this. I really thought I was gonna lose you, babe.
Very touching.
I'm serious.
Let us briefly speak. Lest you be tempted otherwise, do keep the details of what transpired at the House of Hades closely guarded, such as what you now recall. Rumors of your command over dreams and time may spread, but not the truth.
Because we achieved what should not have been possible. But all these memories I've gained, perhaps I can tell you more about them sometime at least, and others with whom I'm close.
Perhaps, eventually. Though for now, discretion's the priority by will of Night herself. You are saved some complicated explanations in so doing as well.
That's certainly true. The strongest dreams shall shatter if they must. So mote it be. Your mother and the rest are safe, Lord Hypnos. They'll surely be expecting your return and presumed you'd wake after all this, but you're still sound asleep. Well, don't worry. I made you a promise, and I intend to keep it. You know how it goes, Lord Hypnos. You'd better comply, because I'll admit, I'm growing just a bit impatient here. Now breathe deep. Still dreaming of this place, of course. And there he is.
Welcome to...
It is past time for you to wake.
My wrist. Never.
I must see deeper into your psyche once again, my lord. So forgive the intrusion, and here we go. I suppose I can see why he may wish to remain here.
Why don't we... wait?
All right, Lord Hypnos, one more time. You're still hiding something from me and from yourself. You must be awake somewhere in your consciousness. So let's go find you there. Breathe deep once more. No, he's... Oh. Blast it, Lord Hypnos. What is this going to take? Though, what is this? Some sort of note. It says... in childlike scrawl, it says... Have you tried saying wake up? Wait, what? Beyond. Lord Hypnos, wake up! Wake up!
Welcome to the House of Hades. Wait. Where am I? What is this? Who are you?
Lord Hypnos, you're here. These are the crossroads between realms. I'm Melinoë, the daughter of Lord Hades and Persephone the Queen. Welcome.
Wait, what do you mean you're Master's daughter? You're huge. I mean, you grew up fast. I mean, you were just born. Unless I,
You've been in a deep slumber for quite some time, my lord. Ever since the Titan Chronos took my father's house, as I understand. We've been busy with that matter since.
Oh no! Oh no! Where'd all this nectar come from? Oh, I'll never be the featured house servant again, oh no!
Wait, Lord Hypnos, calm yourself, please. Everything's all right. Especially now that you're back with us. The house is well again. Or getting there.
No, you don't understand. I am so late for work. I have to go. Thanks for the wake-up call. If you see Zagreus, tell him I'll be right there. I love you, so long.
What in blazes happened? That's it? That's really it?
I see you all appear to be pursuing your responsibilities with diligence. Each child of mine a valuable asset to the Witch of the Crossroads in my absence.
Whatever she says goes, Mother. We did what we could.
And Hypnos, he was here throughout this whole ordeal as well. Be certain to pay due respect to Hecate. You may remain here for the time, so long as more is to be done, and that you all continue to cooperate. Are we understood?
Of course, Mother. We cooperate here all the time.
Of that I am now certain. But I cannot remain to see it with my own eyes, for the realm has need of me below. Farewell, and may darkness guide you where moonlight cannot.
Bye, Mother.
Gotten crowded. I meant to note, I had an unusual experience at the House of Hades. I heard no mention of you there, despite your distinguished status. Only of a skeleton who would stand watch outside. Skelly, perhaps akin to that?
Kiddo, You think we skeletons are all the same? That's way over the line, pal. Come on, I would have thought. Unbelievable.
What? I didn't mean to suggest... Oh, I apologize.
I mean, I swear.
Your father's back where he belongs, your mother too. I'm really glad they're safe and sound together, Em. You've got to make up for lost time with them, and you'll be able to from here on out.
I have one further inquiry concerning what transpired in your father's house. Chronos conceded in his war, you said, yet you continued fighting battles as before. Why is that so? Respond.
Almighty chaos. Chronos can explain it far better than I. But time is like a river seeking to flow freely forth. Yet it can be obstructed and change course disastrously. Essentially, I'm having to retrace some of my steps to prevent that.
As one who dwells in possibility, I understand. Preventing infinite possibilities, however remote they may be, shall take some time. But Chronos must be well aware of that. I shall look forward to the outcome of this new endeavor.
Gorgeous, you won the war for us. At least, I think we won. Perhaps we didn't if these ugly satyrs and the like are not about to leave yet, but you definitely did do something. Oh, this is all too much.
Sorry, the deed is done, or should I say the task is finally complete. But you're right back to work.
Yes, well, call it a habit or an opportunity to check up on some things. And thank you, Artemis. I won't forget the flight of the Silver Sisters.
Apollo just had to come along, though I won't soon forget it either. Not felt a victory like that in ages. Wait, why are we still fighting?
To destroy every last trace of the threat we faced, apparently. So I still need you around as much as ever.
You mean we get to keep this up, and I will have as much target practice as I want? Well, okay.
Would you permit that we occasionally meet thus, Granddaughter? I realize our prior conversations here in Erebus were fraught, but perhaps we may yet start anew, here in this life.
I'll have to learn not to attack you here on sight, but let's give it a shot. What is it about this place that's so special?
Well, I know how to find it, for one, and you tend to pass through it, for two. At any rate, you now have seen the real possibilities that linger on Olympus and below. Let us eliminate the ones that would have led to ruin.
I do like preventing ruin. You'll be closely watched by Olympus and the underworld every step of the way. Don't squander the chance you've been given.
I keep telling myself the same.
While you were out, the fated list. It started shaking and scrolled over to a prophecy I'd never seen, and already fulfilled. I think there may be more to it, but...
You're not supposed to tell me any more than that, I know. I think I have an idea of what that prophecy concerned, as the fated list revealed some more to me as well.
I'm attempting to understand what could have prompted such a change. You'll follow where the list is leading, yes?
You have my word. Headmistress, I wanted to say, I'm sorry that you couldn't share in all those memories of the House of Hades, of how I might have grown up had Chronos chosen differently.
No need for consolation, but thank you. You experienced a course in which my intervention was unnecessary. It was for the best. I am gladdened you experienced such visions.
I just don't understand why you weren't there. It's odd to say, but I think I always felt your absence somehow. I never learned my craft. So much of what I hold dear.
But you have learned. As for that other possibility, it sounds as though the Titan proved unexpectedly useful around the house. Thus, I was not there because your mother never needed me.
But I did, and still do.
Perhaps.
So you're still fighting Chronos, and you're still fighting Typhon. Though not just a matter of where, but a matter of when. Something like that.
Something like that. Our Chronos, who had, let's say, a spiritual awakening of sorts, is seeing to it that time flows freely forth, to use his expression. We wish to prevent even the possibility of what happened before.
I don't get it. What happened before happened already. Time is a simple concept, keeps everything moving forward for everybody at the same exact rate.
There may be more to it than that, apparently.
Good to go.
Everything's gotten so complicated.
You and Commander Skilamius both were great and famous sailors, isn't that so? Did the two of you ever meet in your mortal days?
Oh, great sailor is an understatement, goddess. They say his exploits rivaled even mine. Alas, that I never once had an opportunity to witness his prowess. Oh, it must have been something.
It was a joy and honor to accompany you to the crossroads on Selene's silver chariot, cousin. The ballad Artemis and I performed, that's the first we jointly composed. We don't always get along, but you inspired us.
Still has a matter of the three fates to be sorted out, so Gramps just sent them into exile and then entirely lost track? How are we supposed to find them if he can't?
What I really want to know is, how'd you blast old Typhon into smithereens? Don't have much here could have done something like that. At least not without taking the summit too. You got to let me in on it sometime.
No! Return to Shadow now. This feeling. Hello? Lord Moros, is that you?
All right. We're here. Well, what do you know? We got ourselves a visitor, ladies. Who would have thought? You found us, sweetie. You get, I don't know, 3 questions? 3 of us, 3 questions. Sounds reasonable, right?
You're the Fates. You're really here. Are you safe? In any distress? Your brother, Lord Moros, he searched everywhere for you, and not just him.
Are you safe in any distress? Phew, what do you think, ladies? We count that as 1 question or 2? I say go easy on her. Seems like a nice girl. Count it as just 1, okay?
Oh yeah, nice girl, you're right. Count it as 1. Okay.
Okay, we're fine, sweetie. At least now we are. Your grandpa got us. Yeah, we were a little miffed, you know? Because we'd been weaving. So then we figured, what's a better time to take a break?
Take a break? Shouldn't you have sent word to Lord Moros, much less anybody else? He's been very concerned.
That's question 2. We did send word. That's why you're here. Moros, he's a real sweetheart. We figured he could use a little alone time. Okay, last question.
Last question, What do you all intend to do, now that Chronos no longer seems to be a threat? How do we prevent something like this from happening again?
Okay, now that I'm counting as 2 questions, so I'm only gonna give you the first one. Well, maybe it was the second. I'm getting mixed up. Point is, we're not gonna do a thing. This has been nice.
Not going to do a thing, and I'm unable to ask further questions, so perhaps you're going to elaborate.
Hey, who knows what's gonna happen, you or me? Look, all you gods, you got yourselves into this. I know. You think it's cause of us. Well, we don't like that kind of pressure. You've been doing okay on your own, so...
Yeah, you've been doing okay. So we are gonna let you keep this up.
We're gonna let you keep this up. And once you've had your fill, being without us for a while, you're gonna hand it over to mortals. Just like we're handing it over to you.
And what over to mortals? Which is to say, I don't know how I can respond to that without another question.
That's all right, sweetie. Think of it like, you gods can do your own thing for a while, then mortals can do theirs. It'll be a brand new age. Been a while since the last one of those.
So you're retiring, all 3 of you. No more weavings. We're to keep fending for ourselves, come what may.
Oh, come on. Don't make it sound like such a big deal. Not like you're gonna do anything different anyway. But you could. Just ask your old teacher sometime. Now, she's pulled some strings, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, teacher's definitely pulled some strings, all right. You mean headmistress? So you're saying... I don't know what you're saying, but I'll ask. As you well know, I couldn't have done any of this without her.
Yeah, we know. Well, anyway, sweetie, we're gonna cut you loose, as we've got other things to do. But not weaving. Not for the foreseeable future, as they say. So nice to finally meet you. Bye!
Bye, and thank you all.
Thus did the 3 reclusive and feared fates, whose often unpredictable weavings determine all that is to come, even for gods, declare the dawning of another age. An age in which both mortals and immortals shall be free to choose their path, so long as they believe the choice exists. A golden age, during which mortal kind shall not be ruled entirely by divine right, but by itself. Word quickly spreads from the heights of Olympus to the depths of the underworld, foretelling of this perhaps very, very distant future filled with possibility and the unknown. Many rejoice, but others know that gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. For now, we can but use the time we have, both to prepare and, to the best of our ability, to live.
Hedora, what if hypothetically there were to be the dawning of another age at some point, and the gods then truly did leave mortals more or less alone? More than before.
What, are you making me some kind of offer here? I know you're a big deal lately, but not even you have the power to pull something like that off, Mel. Why would the gods give up their gig?
Even the gods are subject to the will of the three fates. None of us can entirely control what shall come to pass, and there are prophecies that cannot change no matter what.
You really believe that stuff, even after everything you did? I mean, was there really some kind of prophecy about Chronos and how you'd end up beating him eventually, once you realized your true potential thanks to me?
Well, no, because the fates went missing throughout most of this ordeal, but they don't tend to be mistaken.
Right. I'll believe it.
At long last. My sisters, they're all right. I was about to say thank the fates, but in this case, Princess, I can only say thank you. While you'd best not tell me how you did it, please do tell how it was to meet them finally.
It was an interesting conversation, and they seem to be doing well, that much I can say. And you're probably aware of the new major prophecy that they foretold.
The advent of another age. They notified me, yes. Perhaps it's their way of preventing any further attempts to circumvent their will, assuming this age does arrive.
What does this mean for you, though, Moros? I got the sense your sisters have no immediate plans to resume their customary weavings.
I think it means that mortals shall be having a reprieve from me, potentially for quite some time, and that I'll have to find something to do.
You could remain here with us, help tend the crossroads, learn our craft.
I'd like that very much.
Same.
Heard you found the three fates. Don't believe that's how it happened. Probably weren't even looking. They found you.
That is a distinct possibility. Perhaps when Chronos thought he sent them into exile, they merely played along, and now decided to check in after the troubles with him passed.
Sure sounds like something they'd do, but no use speculating, right? And what now? We're all back to having no will of our own. Maybe we never did.
Perhaps they don't want us to be certain either way. Nor do they seem to desire all the credit for the actions we take.
Guess we'd better act like we have everything under control.
What else can we do?
Evening.
I take it you heard about the fates. Apparently everyone already has. Figured you'd be among the first. Though come to think of it, I've not heard you speak about them much.
It's because deep down, I've always felt we make our choices for ourselves. Admittedly a controversial point of view, and we've strong evidence that those three often choose for us, but I have to heed my instincts on this one.
Wait, you don't believe in what they do? The prophecies, the coming of a new age? None of it?
I wouldn't go that far, but I choose to believe in those I know and trust, including members of your family. If that makes me a fool, then so be it.
So be it. Sounds like accepting fate to me.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Been hearing Shade say something's changing on Olympus. That the fates themselves decided that the gods will soon be ruling with a lighter touch. That sounds different.
I think soon there may be relative to gods, not mortals, but what I've heard is much the same. At the dawn of the new age, mortals are to choose their paths themselves.
An age where neither the gods nor the fates are dictating each moment of our lives or deaths. Hard to imagine. Who would we even blame if things went wrong then, eh?
Commander, what say all your disciples of the reappearance of the fates? I take it you've already heard.
Ah, yes, I've heard all right. Fate schmates is what they say, if you must know.
Fates schmates? What is that supposed to mean? It sounds rather disrespectful on initial impression.
Disrespectful? Oh, far be that from me. I merely say fate smates and ask that you consider the weight of my words.
You don't care that a new age may dawn, that the rule of gods may end.
Kiddo, I'll believe it when it happens. Well, probably I'll be dead by then.
I'm immortal and the rest of you already are dead.
Just saying, don't hold your breath.
You found them, Em. The Fates. They told me so themselves, figured I'd spread the word, being a messenger and all. And you know what? They're right. Sounds like their time away gave them a change of heart.
How has it been having your mother back? I'm still growing accustomed to the part where my own birth mother is in my life, even if I may not see her every night.
Doubt Mother Nyx will be coming around much either. Never did. But she was never really gone. Night's been around since before time. Nobody messes with her.
Speaking of that, sounds like you have free reign to dole out retribution once again. Not that you weren't doling it out before. No need to keep pursuing Chronos now.
Oh, I'm not finished there.
So this new age the Fates foretold, when they'll hand it over to mortals, by which I think they meant the big decisions. What say our shades about all that?
I've heard a mix of viewpoints, though they've been enthusiastic on the whole. Ungrateful wretches, I. We're only here by the grace of the gods.
It isn't always grace, I suppose. Many of these shades met an early demise due to acts of gods. They don't want to be pushed around.
There shall always be someone or something to push such people around. Whether it's a god or not hardly matters. The gods can have their moods, I know. But I'd not have gone far without them. That's why I'm here.
Nice of you to say.
You had an audience with the three Fates. Your incantation from so many nights ago must have taken effect. Hermes indicated they're in good spirits, but shall be continuing their leave. Well done drawing them out, nevertheless.
Thank you, Headmistress. I get the impression that they sought me more so than the other way around, but at least we know they're safe. They also mentioned you.
They did they? In what capacity?
They said you've... well, is there someplace more private where we can discuss this, do you think?
Let's to the springs. You've earned the rest. And we can sit and talk about what's on your mind, and theirs. So, what do the three weaving sisters know of me then, You were about to say.
They told me... I believe the phrase they used was you had pulled some strings. They didn't elaborate, but suggested I ask you about it.
Pulled strings. I know full well what they meant. But to this point, I was uncertain whether they did. Let me twist your question back. What do you suppose they implied?
I got the sense they felt that you had altered their designs somehow. Pulling strings, changing their weavings, and not in a small way either, but I merely guess.
You don't merely anything, Melinoë. Well, if those three already know my past, you ought to know it too. And 'tis easier to explain, I suppose, if you look upon me as I am.
Headmistress, what? You're beautiful. But what is this? I don't understand. Some trick you're playing, or some glamour, or...
No. The trick is when the veil is on. Look upon me, and do not avert your eyes. I know those eyes better than you.
How is this possible? Who are you?
When I was a mere babe, I washed up on the bank of the Cocytus, with naught but moonlight to guide me. Selene looked out for me, informed me that the Titan Chronos took my family, and that I alone escaped. Thus, I trained.
You trained for the task. Death to Chronos. You attempted all of that before I did.
Before is not entirely correct. I was a capable student, but very raw. Vengeance was my headmistress. And one night I found the wretch, spewed every curse that I knew, and descended into the abyss of his subconscious.
But I had you to teach me to descend to the abyss of the subconscious. You mean to say you figured it out entirely on your own? That's impossible.
Speaking from experience, I beg to differ. But at any rate, something did go awry. Time and nightmare fused, and I discovered I was someplace else. I sought the end of time, but had arrived somewhere closer to the beginning.
And then you lived for eons, waiting for the weavings of the fates and me for a second chance. Headmistress, Gods.
I dared not tamper with the fates' designs more than was strictly needed. In this form, I ingratiated myself to your father and mother, became handmaiden to the queen, in fact. Thus, when Chronos inevitably struck, they gave their newborn daughter not to the river Styx, but to me.
Then, you did everything in your power to prepare me, so that I might succeed where you failed.
Correct. 'Tis as I always told you, I am not your mother, Melinoë. Neither did I have one myself. However, I had reason to be confident in your abilities. So, there you are. How you must hate me for all this.
No. How can you even say that still, Headmistress? I love you, and you are my mother, whether you can admit it or not. And even if we're far too much alike.
I love you too, of course, Melinoë, with all my heart and soul. Far more than I could ever love myself. And I am so sorry for all that you had to endure, for the family you never had.
But I have my family. I have you.
Neria's soul must know of this, I trust you understand. The three fates, fine, and we and no one else. Now then, shall we pretend that none of this transpired?
I'll be discreet, of course, but won't pretend. Mess.
Something's up with you lately, babe. But you're not gonna tell me, so I'm just gonna start guessing. Is it Hecate? I bet it is, because something's up with her lately, too.
It's nothing. It's just I've not had opportunity to speak with Headmistress at length since all of this drew to a close. We had a lot we needed to sort out, and still do.
Aw, too bad. Even with all those scary issues you've been dealing with now mostly gone, turns out you've both got plenty of issues left. It's like they never go away.
At least you...
The three fates located at last, our messenger excitedly reports. I trust they shall resume safeguarding our dominion from here on, even if it means having to pull the strings a bit from time to time. A small price to be paid.
No minor prophecies remain for me that have not come to pass. I've not seen new ones show up in a while, and sounds like I shouldn't be expecting more anytime soon.
If that is true, then my own purpose for arriving at these crossroads is achieved. But now I do not know how to proceed, with neither my sisters nor the list to direct me.
Your sisters did suggest you may have had another purpose here, beyond ensuring that the fated list is safe and everything within it gets checked off.
And what might that have been? To violate their will repeatedly while growing close to you? My sisters like to scheme, but not to that extent.
You're not in any rush to leave, are you?
On the contrary, I would be with you.
Insubordination, dereliction of duty, falsehood, intimidation, obstinance, simply setting a negative example for the shades. Anything else, would you say?
Indulgence, callousness, negligence. Hecate,
Well, thank the fates that you would spare me that, at least. Now then, with Nyx returned, I ought petition her to take you back. Surely the House of Hades could use another hand.
Don't. You know as well as I, my place is here.
Clearly. Much retribution is to come, both above and below in these changes.
Retribution whenever and wherever I see fit.
Nemesis, you hold such answers, not I.
Consider it done, Headmistress.
You're run into anything bad whilst you're out there, you come talk to me about it. Chances are I've seen it, fought it, otherwise...
Definitely.
You know, I thought that once Chronos was out and the Underworld King and Queen were back, you'd have to join them in the House of Hades. Be the princess you were always meant to be.
I'd like to think I already am that. My father's house is truly something to behold, but this is home, not there. And I'll be seeing my parents and brother frequently enough, I think.
Oh, right. How was it meeting Zagreus? He live up to all the hushed tales of his prowess and all that?
If I told you, I'd have to slay you.
Well, all right.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and what you thought of the changes that Supergiant made. I personally thought kind of did the story a little bit better justice, but some aspects I also didn't enjoy. So it'll be interesting to hear what you thought below. Anyways, happy gaming and see you in the next one.